know. It's exciting.
How long has it been since you've been on Howard's show?
Well, we did a little, I'm going to follow you,
yes,
right?
Yes, please.
We did a little simulcast thing on my show where I was technically on his show simultaneously.
You're right this way.
But that was probably about 6-7 months ago, but I've never been a guest on his show. Spider-Face, yeah.
And there's Benji.
Benji!
In his new yoga position.
Oh, hey! What's happening, Buzzaboo? Oh, there's no back to this lounge. Goddamn, I should wipe this thing down with 10 gallons of Purell, right? I mean, how many hooker skanks?
I think we're over the 100 mark at this point.
I'd like to take one of those CSI Woods lights and just run it over here and see the jizz pentagram. See my initials, then the jizz pentagram. Yeah. You ever?
I know you hear people having sex, you know.
You want to talk about good radio? You know those purple lights. Dr. Drew once said to me, almost everybody has venereal warts. And I was like, I don't have venereal warts. And he's like, I'll bet you do. And I said, well, I would know. And he said, no, a lot of people don't even know it. And I said, well, how do you know? What do you mean? You dump acetic acid on your junk, and then you hit it with that purple light. And if you see any little white marks on it, it means you got warts. So I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's do it live on the air. And we did it live on the air, which was good, but I started to worry at a certain point that on the air live he was going to go, yeah, venereal warts, but nothing. And I won $100 from him, and he's a cheap half a Jew, so it really was good.
So you don't want to get exposed to whatever VDs are going on in the
I have a protective layer of hair on my ass that is impenetrable by not only disease, toilet paper, anything.
Adam Carolla's here. We're actually going out with him tonight to go see his movie. He made a movie. I don't know how he has time. He's got a radio show.
Money?
I don't know. Jimmy Kimmel probably gave it to him.
Yeah.
We were commiserating about movie schedules while you're doing a radio show.
Yeah, that's one thing about Adam. He doesn't sweat anything, you know?
No, he does. He's cool. He's smooth, you know. He's like, yeah, you know, got it done.
Yeah, Adam put together some movie. He wrote it. It's sort of about, here, he'll tell you. Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
There he is, Adam Carolla, everybody.
Yeah.
So Gary says to me, Adam definitely did something to his face because he looks younger.
He looks like he's wearing makeup.
Yeah, I am.
He is wearing makeup.
I am. I did Good Morning Manhasset or something.
No, did you get a facelift or something?
No.
What did you? Or you dyed your hair? You dyed your hair, motherfucker.
The hair is very black.
It's black.
Okay, now hold on.
And you dyed your eyebrows.
No.
They were plucked.
Okay.
You went Hollywood.
My ass has not even gotten warm in the seat yet, and you vultures are picking on my carcass. First off, let me just say this about me getting a facelift. If I got a facelift, don't you think you would know? Don't you think your lover, Jimmy Kimmel, would have sent you 3,000 emails saying, guess which pussy we both know got a facelift?
I always thought you and I would be the close one. Now, I love Jim. I mean, I love you. You know that. But Jimmy and I are real close. I mean, we vacation together.
I know. I do get a little jealous of that.
Do you?
Yeah.
I was wondering that because, at first I was like, Adam and I used to always talk to each other on the phone. You and I went to dinner first.
Right.
And then I don't know, Jimmy moved in on me, swept me off my feet.
Yeah, I know. Well, you got to understand that Jimmy has always. I mean, Jimmy is a radio. And first off, I've not dyed my hair.
Yes, you have.
I have not.
There's something going
then
on.
Then they sprayed it with something.
Did you?
Or gelled it.
And your eyebrows are real dark.
I know. Look at my hair. You can see.
There's some gray.
See the salt and pepper on the side of the whatever. Artie,
I'm with you.
Thank you.
I'm with you.
Thank you.
I thought Adam was trying to improve his look.
Thank you.
He did something.
Mr. Blackwell over here agrees with me.
He looks thinner. Did you lose some weight?
Well, yeah. No. Here's what happened. It's weird. It's weird getting really defensive about looking good. What'd you do? Get a facelift? What'd you do? Get laid last night? Hey, what's with the Inquisition?
If you're saying you look good,
no,
thank you.
Here's what happened. I shot this movie about eight or 9 months ago.
What is it called?
It's called The Hammer.
The Hammer.
Yes. And it's a boxing movie. And it's
Am I going to like this?
Yes,
because
you're
you're
forcing
me to go tonight.
Yes, I am.
I'm into
what
going.
What do you know about boxing?
He was a boxer.
I used to be a boxing instructor.
I didn't know that.
Well, that's how I met Kimmel.
This movie.
He was boxing?
No. This movie, I'll tell you the whole thing. This is Adam's fantasy about the way life should have gone.
Oh, okay.
Kimmel was a welterweight champ in 1982.
It's about a carpenter who becomes a boxer.
Right.
Now
Adam,
I see the tie-in.
Adam was a carpenter.
Right.
In fact, he built like Jay Leno's house or something.
Yes.
And he, didn't you?
No.
Oh, whose house did you build?
Don't bring up Leno. Kimmel gets pissed every time I bring up Leno.
Why, do you like Leno?
Oh, shit. Kimmel's listening. Did I say that out loud? No, what it is Leno's got a bunch of cars, and I love cars. So once in a while, I'll go look at Leno's bunch of cars, and Jimmy gets pissed about it.
It's so ridiculous.
You can't even visit Leno's cars.
No, I can't, unless I tell him I took a shit on the hood of his Jag.
And like Jimmy gets upset that you're making a friendship with Leno? But what is
Jimmy's territorial. All right, well, let's backtrack for 1 second. I made this movie about 8 months ago. It was a boxing movie, so I had to get into shape.
Did you write this movie?
I co-wrote the movie.
Okay.
And it's my story, and it's semi-autobiographical.
Right. You were a carpenter. You wanted to be a boxer, and you were pretty good at boxing. From what I hear.
I was good at it, but not. I didn't like getting hit that much.
And the way you met Jimmy Kimmel was he was on the radio and he was doing a celebrity boxing match.
It is no different than many of the things you've done and seen on radio. Here's the story, and there's no hyperbole here. I was driving my truck over the hill to deliver a cabinet, an entertainment unit that I'd built for someone. I used to teach boxing classes in the morning, and then I was a carpenter in the afternoon. And I'm driving my beat-up pickup truck over Laurel Canyon, and I'm listening to the morning radio out in Los Angeles. Jimmy's been on doing the sports for about 2 months. They just brought him out from Phoenix, and he says Bobby McFerrin injured himself on the ski slopes. He broke his leg, and then Jimmy goes on to say, what kind of black guy skis? I've never seen a black guy on the ski slopes. Michael, the maintenance man, the black man in the building, rushes in and starts yelling at Kimmel, that's racist. Next thing you know, an argument breaks out. Next thing you know, because you guys know radio, they say you guys are going to have a boxing match. We need trainers. We need a venue. I'm driving my truck. I'm listening, and I'm thinking, I could train one of these guys. Not Kimmel.
Right.
Just one of these guys.
Right.
Because at the time, Kimmel had been there for 5-8 weeks. Michael, the maintenance man, had been there for 5 years. And, of course, you want to train the brother over the fat Italian guy anyway, which, by the way, nobody liked at the time, and maybe still don't. So I said, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to train Michael, the maintenance man. So I called 10 times. No, whatever their equivalent of Gary was, never called me back, of course. So one day, 2 weeks later, when I was frustrated, I literally drove to the building, got in, and stood out in the hallway when some UPS guy went in, or some guy who changes the vending machine, and I say, tell him there's a boxing instructor out in the hall. And 10 minutes later, Jimmy comes waddling down the hall. Now, I say, my name's Adam. I'm a boxing instructor. I'm not a lunatic. I didn't tell him anything about comedy because I didn't want to, freak him out. And he said, fine, we'll get started today. So I started training him.
Was he horrible?
Yeah, he was. The first joke I told on radio was they were interviewing me. How's he looking? How's the progress coming? I said, well, first we were going to call him the Italian Tornado. We're looking for nicknames for him. Then we're calling him like the Brooklyn Assassin. But after seeing him move around in the ring, we just settled on Jim.
That's his nickname.
That's his boxing name would be Jim. That or Kid Shits His Pants. It'll be a game time decision. So I make friends with Jimmy, and Jimmy... It's funny now he's divorced. I get a little glimpse into Jimmy's environment back then. Yeah, I see his wife. First off, I'm like, he's driving a piece of shit. He's driving like an 82 RX-7 with a Bondo-covered fender, and I'm thinking, this is radio? I got to get back into carpentry. I meet his wife, and I say to her, I've never met her before. I assume she loves him, I pull her aside as the boxing instructor, and I say, listen, Mrs. Kimmel, Miss Kimmel, I'm sure you're pretty nervous about the fight. I assure you they'll be wearing headgear and 16-ounce gloves. I'm going to train. And she goes, I hope that guy beats the shit out of him.
Oh, you knew the marriage was in trouble.
Whoa!
How did he do in the fight? Did he actually win?
He did nothing I told him to do.
Right.
Because
he lost.
Did he get beaten up?
He lost. He did not get beaten up. I don't know if John Wayne Bobbitt was one of the refs or guests or you know.
Yeah,
it's great radio.
Horrible radio.
So he ended up getting the loss, but we became friends, and I told him, how do I get onto the radio? I said, what, can I drive the van? Can I answer the phone?
After hanging out with Jimmy, you said, gee, if he can do it, I can do it.
No, I said, if he can do it, anyone can do it. No, but you know what it's like. Radio,
had that not happened, do you think you ever would have gotten into radio?
I really don't know how I would have found my way in.
Thank
I
God
really
for
don't.
those stupid radio bits.
And you've released your income statement before you. I even have it in front of me.
You do.
You're very honest about what you make in terms of your yearly salary.
Well,
on radio?
Every year when I get my whatever from. You guys get those Social Security statements that start from the time you started earning?
Right.
Like mine says, like starting in 1980.
You made $232, it says.
In 1980.
That's right.
Go down the line.
Okay. 1980, you made $232. That's when you were a carpenter.
I was working at McDonald's.
Okay. 1981, you made $746.
I got a bump at McDonald's.
I was going to say, what, did you become manager?
1982, you made $1,093.
Right.
What were you
now
doing
he's
then?
manager. He's Friday.
Now you're the manager.
I was cleaning carpets, I think, for a living.
1983, you made $2,289. 1984, you went up to $9,000.
That's probably when I started as a construction laborer.
Why did you say in 1985 you earned $0? Did you not have a job at all for that year?
I think that year I added a kitchen onto my grandmother's house. Me and my grandmother spent a year building a fucking kitchen and arguing while she worked in her underpants in North Hollywood.
Wow.
How did you make $17,000 in 1986? Did you suddenly get a good paying job?
Gay porn.
Right.
No, I got a job with the city doing earthquake rehab. So I used to go down to condemned buildings in downtown L.A. and crawl underneath them, digging footings and doing earthquake rehab.
You know what's amazing? Like, look, 1988, $0. 1989, okay, $22,000. 1990, $6,000. 1991,
Where
$0.
are you living when you're doing
$0
this?
in 1991. 1992, look at this. Then 1992, $3,500,000, or is that 3,000?
That's 3,000. Is that
3,000.
92?
92.
Yeah, and let me put some perspective on this. In 1992, I'm 27 or something.
Yeah.
I'm not going to college and working summers at my dad's,
This
unfinished
is your
furniture
full-time
plant.
earnings.
I'm out time. I'm full time.
Is the point of this that it was so dismal for you? You were not making good money, and then all of a sudden, I see you hook up with Jimmy.
I hook up with Jimmy in 1994. I meet Jimmy, but I don't make any money for the first year.
All right, by 1996, you're making $316,000.
It was like dying and going to heaven.
In 1997, $354,000. 1998, $543,000. Look at that. You're getting starry-eyed. You like this.
That's when I met Adam in like '96 when I did the first ever Loveline show. I was a guest on it.
Oh yeah, we used to have Mad TV people all the time.
1999, $1,237,000. You were doing the Man Show.
I guess Loveline and the Man Show.
Why did you turn down $50,000 an episode on the Man Show to continue doing it? That seems like a lot of money.
I thought they were going to offer me 60.
Is that really true?
No, you know what it is, and I mean, you guys can understand this, although you didn't take a pay cut to express yourself creatively. But I was saying this to somebody the other day. I said, the difference between working in this field and working at a factory is when you work at a factory, you go to the same fucking factory for 30 years and it sucks. Same people, same place, same conveyor belt, same routine. Part of the reason I like working in this industry is 1 minute you're doing the Man Show and the next minute you're doing Loveline and the next minute you're sitting here and the next minute you're going to do the Hammer and you're doing a movie that we're going to tonight.
I agree completely.
I like to evolve. We did 100 episodes of the Man Show.
All right.
My best buddy was going off to do network TV, and I said, I'm going to go with him and check that out.
See, you don't think like me. I'm like $50,000 an episode. That sounds like something reasonable. I'll go do it.
It's great money, but I did 100, and
so
it was...
what? Do another 50, 60. Give me $50,000 an episode.
See, I agree with Adam. I love the variety, the
come
sense
on.
of like,
You guys are
hey,
all
you're
nuts.
going to a bunch of different things.
But you have the variety, and you do take the 52. That's what
right.
Howard's saying.
That's
It's
my
hard to
point.
do both, though, because something's
No,
going to
it's not.
suck. So, the Man Show might suffer like that.
But I never saw it suffer.
Yeah, listen, I should have grabbed Artie.
Let me
and done
understand something. Are you upset now that they brought in Danny Bonaducci on your show? I want the honest answer, Adam.
No.
I mean, you're not.
No. I mean, I have a little bit of ego about it, like, hey, why are they bringing somebody in? But no, it's easier for me.
So you're enjoying the radio show with him?
It's all right.
You don't care. In other words, they're paying you great money.
Right.
You're doing the radio show. You're able to do movies and do things. You're having an okay time.
Yeah, I don't have that much ego about my career, you know? I mean, I want to make money, and I want to do what I want to do artistically, and then I want to spend that money on stuff I'm interested in.
But how did they tell? They said to you, hey, we're firing your guys and we're bringing in Danny Bonaducci.
Yeah.
You had a whole staff of your own.
Well, they didn't fire the whole staff. They trimmed a little fat. I mean, I'll tell you what went on last year if you want to know the truth about it.
And tell me if you guys are equal partners, or how does that work?
No.
You're not?
No, he talks more than me.
He does, right?
I was going to say, how do you shut him up?
Do you feel like a sidekick on your own
You
show?
got to get a Land Rover and a tranquilizer gun and a guy wearing camouflage with a hat on backwards.
But Adam, the show is called The Adam Carolla Show, is it
Yes.
not? Okay.
Yes, it is.
With Danny Bonaducci.
Yes.
And Danny comes on and just steamrolls over everything you're saying?
No.
The woman in the LA Times said that she was a big fan of your show.
Right.
And she said that you can hardly get a word in edgewise on your own show now.
Well, she was a big fan of mine. Jesus Christ, was she a big fan of mine. I read that article, and I was like,
it was a great article.
Holy shit. And I think for her, I think she had a knee-jerk reaction,
I see.
personally. I think she was a huge fan of mine. I think she hated Bonaducci, and thus any syllable uttered by Danny Bonaducci while the great Adam Carolla was trying to think was a desecration of my shrine.
Did you try to stop it from happening?
No.
No,
I'll tell you why I didn't stop it from happening, and I think you can dig this.
Okay.
All right. Now, if you want to just sift through the wreckage of last year. By the way, when I started for you guys, I guess, you know, everyone said, listen, no one's going to fill Howard Stern's big shoes. I mean, there's no replacing Howard. You're not going to replace Howard Stern. There's no, they kissed your ass. It got obnoxious, by the way. And then they said, and we don't expect anything for the first year. We're starting from scratch. We know it's going to take a long time to build. You're in L.A. You're against Mark and Brian. Those guys have been around. I mean, like Al Jolson was one of their first guests, you know, and Kevin and Bean. I mean, these guys are literally 25 years, 19 years. We don't expect anything out of you in the first year. 6 weeks in, they were like, what the fuck is going on? This is a disaster. You got to do something.
And I started right in on you.
I know,
but I told you that.
What happened to the first fucking year? And they were like, holy shit, let's just torch the place and collect the insurance. And I was like, I thought we got a year to get our rhythm and everything.
Were they dragging you into meetings every day?
Oh, well, this is the whole thing. And I've said this to anyone who listens. The only reason I ever wanted ratings, and I don't have a big ego. You guys know this. I did Loveline, the radio show Loveline, for over 10 years. We were #1 everywhere we were at, quite easily in our time slot, times 95 markets. I had no idea what markets we were in. I had no idea what the call letters were. I didn't know 5 of the 95, and I had no fucking idea what the ratings were. And in 10 years, I never had a discussion about it because they were always good.
Right.
I wanted good ratings so stupid people would leave me the fuck alone.
Right. That's
Because
all
when your ratings suck, you have to listen to retards.
Right.
Because everyone has a valid fucking answer. There's a guy with a fucking mop in the hall who pulls you aside and says, Carolla, you got to take more calls.
Oh, God, that's torture.
Everyone's a fucking genius because you guys are doing
was
shitty.
it literally within 6 weeks that everyone started to give you advice?
Whenever the first trend came in, and that was 5 or 6 weeks into the thing, and we got a 0.7 or whatever we got, it was like, oh, the world is on fire.
And you didn't panic. You said, wait, we have to build. We're starting a whole new morning show.
I said, listen, I'm good. That much I know. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. There's something called chemistry, and then there's just pure repetition. We just need to get our reps in. I need to memorize the phone number before I can start being funny.
Right.
I got too much in my brain. Here's what I would say to people. Right now, I'm driving a rental car. I don't know where the wipers are.
So
I think I'm turning the wipers on and the high beams come on. I can't win the race until I figure out how to drive the car. Once it becomes my car and not a rental car, I'll start kicking ass.
Now, do they buy that?
No.
Retards don't get car metaphors.
That's right.
So bringing in...
The guy said, why? You want to ride home? You don't understand.
Adam, are you saying you want us to put in a wiper wash?
Adam, why are you talking about cars? We're trying to talk about radio. That's what they said to him.
And by the way, Galpin Ford wants their Taurus back. They say the numbers aren't good. I'm glad you brought that up.
So look, they paid you a lot of money.
Right.
Right. I remember because you were even thinking of coming to Satellite, and we talked, but they had the money. They went out and they spent for you.
Right.
They said they were going to wait a year and relax and all that stuff. But
they did not relax.
All right, understood.
All right.
They panicked a little bit.
I was going to say, do you commiserate with Katie Couric now when she's going through the same thing? Oh, we need to build. We got a year. We don't expect.
Yeah, except for
Why don't you show your legs?
I'm gonna. Her and her $15 million a year, by the way.
Well, that's true too.
Right. What does she care if she bombs?
Right. So everyone's running around like a Chinese fire drill trying to figure out
Was it difficult?
what we're going to do.
Did you like these morning hours? You must hate them.
Well, for a guy who is, well, first off, if Artie can do it, Fatty Arbuckle from the grave could fucking do it. You know what I mean? I would say to myself, the alarm would go off at 4:45, and I'd think, oh, Christ, Carolla, and then I think, no. If Artie can drag his fat, booze-soaked body out of his futon, there's nobody who could say they can't do morning radio.
That is a good way to look at it.
There should be bumper stickers. If Artie can do it, you can do it.
Everybody's getting up because Artie does.
When I plan on not coming in, I go, God, Adam will never make it to work if I don't.
Once in a while, it was weird about 3 weeks ago. Artie thought about calling in sick, and all of a sudden I got this weird moment where I started to crawl back into bed, fully clothed.
So, Adam, what was it like? Okay, so they start to panic and all this stuff.
Right.
So at some point they come to you and say, listen, forget it. We got the answer. Danny Bonaducci is going to join us in the morning. And,
right.
At first, do you say, guys, come on, stop it?
Well, I'll tell you what happened. And just
did you sit down with Danny and try to work things out?
Was there a meeting of some sort beforehand?
Yeah. Well, first off, just to let everyone know, at the end of the year, when the dust settled, I'm being as honest and as truthful as I can be. I don't have every number in front of me, but we did either well or very well in every affiliate we're in. I know because I got a bunch of bonus checks.
Okay.
And in Los Angeles, we moved up quite a bit from where we started from. We're not doing well, but we're doing good enough to sort of show progress and move forward.
And Danny.
So,
all right.
No, this is before Danny.
Before
so
Danny.
when the year ended, it was actually a decent year. It was a year of people pulling their hair out and doom and gloom and the sky's falling. But when the dust settled in the snow globe of morning radio, and at the end of the year, it actually was a pretty decent first year. You would take it, I think would be the answer.
Did you say to them, why change it if it was starting to grow?
I did. On the other hand, the Bonaducci thing for me, I'll tell you why, and this is the part where I think you guys all understand where I'm coming from. People said, what if they put Bonaducci in there? What if they set Bonaducci down next to you? And everyone starts loving Bonaducci, and the next thing you know, you're out of a gig or you're expendable. And I said, that's impossible. There's nobody who's going to sit next to me for 4 hours, 5 days a week and be funnier and faster than I am. That person's not alive. That person doesn't exist. I know I sound like a pompous ass, but there is a part of this business where you have to kind of be like a prize fighter.
Right.
You can't go into the ring and think, geez, I hope I don't get hurt.
Right.
You have to go in the ring and think, God, I hope I don't kill this guy. Otherwise, you're not going to last very long doing morning radio. And there's a lot of shit I suck at. I don't think I would be good on a sitcom. But when it comes to morning radio, no, they're not going to get some guy from the Partridge Family and have him sit next to me and be funnier than me. It's never going to work. As a matter of fact,
Mr. Kincaid would have been.
Dave Madden is a funny guy, Artie.
Absolutely.
And the second thing I think about when I get out of bed.
How soon into the relationship with Danny Bonaducci did he let you know he was a black belt? And how many times has he threatened to kick your ass?
Yeah, that's the other thing, the physical part.
I've been threatened by him many times.
Well,
Is he still at that stage? I thought he had grown.
Yeah, but Adam Adam's a boxer. Fuck, Adam could kick his
Did you
ass.
kick his ass?
Yes, I did.
Really? Could you?
Yeah.
You could beat up
Danny.
Danny.
Boxing, I don't know,
Karate.
if I was eating dinner
If
and
he
he hit
tries
me with
to-
a folding chair.
You don't know if he could survive that.
I don't know if I could
Yeah,
survive
but
that.
if he slapped you with a foot while you're trying to take a punch,
First off, Danny cannot raise his foot off the ground because he wears cowboy boots in skin-tight women's bedazzled jeans. I mean, he can barely walk up. I got to carry him up a flight of stairs. I have to lift him onto the toilet during the break.
Is it becoming a friendship, maybe?
Well,
between you guys?
the thing about...
Would you hang out together?
Okay, couple things.
All right. And is Jimmy still the producer of your show?
Who's Jimmy?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, I don't even... That man's dead to me.
Does he give you any advice?
Any advice?
I thought they're paying him to be a consultant.
Yes, I know. They pay consultant. They pay him to insult me is what they do.
Does he ever call you up and say, here's what you're doing right and here's what you're doing wrong?
He gets $1 million a year to fire off vitriolic emails that erode my self-esteem. That's what
You're
Kimmel
saying
does.
he's an insultant?
He's an insultant. Hey, I'm not going to tell you what to do about this morning show. I'll just tell you it sucked. Now I got to go back to work.
That's his involvement.
Him telling me the show. Sometimes he has his assistant tell me the show sucked.
Yeah. Did you push for him to be the consultant on your show?
All right, hold on, Howard. You're all over the road.
All
here.
right, go
All right,
ahead.
let's
Yes,
reel
all
it
right,
in.
let's slow
First
down.
off, Bonaducci. The strategy, and Bonaducci is a badass, but a lot of it is an act.
Bravado.
And I mean, you guys know morning radio. You know, there's the on-the-air persona. And
he
then,
seems to be the real deal to me.
then the off. You'd be surprised. He's a savvy businessman, and I'm not saying it's at all an act, like Breaking Bonaducci was all an act, but he's aware there's a camera
sure.
in his peripheral vision and understands what people want to see. One of the first things I did with Bonaducci is I just brought in my focus pads, my punching pads, and I said, Danny, let me see what you got, and I held it for him, and then I said, now hold them and let me show you what I got, and that sort of settled things.
Right. You're
with
a
us.
tough guy. People don't think of you as that, but
I
you
never
are.
knew he was a boxer.
I'm not a tough guy, but I'm very strong technically at boxing. And if you hold the focus pads for me, you will be scared of me. It doesn't mean you should be scared of me. It doesn't mean that a boozed up Artie Lang couldn't knock me down and get me a figure four and then sodomize me right here. But
could we see that now?
if you
Everything up to the sodomy.
from my mouth to God's ears. But if
you
you
have to-
held them for me, if you saw me box, you would say I'm scared of
Did
him.
you have to clear with your bosses that you were coming here to satellite radio? I know they're very upset about satellite radio.
We did ask them just to be respectful.
safe side.
Yes,
Good,
yes. So
good.
the thing. So here's
So
the
you got
thing.
permission.
Here's the truth about Bonaducci.
Yeah.
He's a professional. He's a nice guy. He's not a crazed,
I know him. I like
drug-addled
him.
maniac.
Yeah.
And the other thing is and this is what I'm trying to get to, which is my ratings in Los Angeles were mediocre the first year.
Okay.
They only care about Los Angeles as far as they go.
Right.
They're desperate for ratings in Los Angeles. Bonaducci, who has 10 years of morning radio experience under his belt, did pretty well last time he was on in Los Angeles.
Right.
So people say to me, geez, you want Bonaducci sitting next to you? And I say to them, better him sitting next to me than him floating around out there as the guy who did good in Los Angeles last time he was on the air, who'll work for a quarter of what I get paid.
Right.
That's the guy I don't want floating around out there. Now, you bring him in, you sit him next to me, and you realize pretty quickly I'm better than he is.
I see. So that was your philosophy. You said, let him be side by side with me rather than the guy who could replace me.
Yeah, because who the hell, and I mean, you're Howard Stern, you don't have this, but pretend you're not Howard Stern for a second.
I do that all the time.
There's a guy, I know, so does Beth.
Nice one.
The point
Mr.
is,
Happy with the movie. Yeah.
the point is,
I'll be evaluating that tonight, Hammer.
oh, please, Mr. Stern.
Did it get any reviews at the Hammer?
Yes,
Hammer,
it did.
don't hurt
it
us,
did
yes.
get a review in the.
Was it good?
The Village Voice or whatever came out.
Was it a good review?
Well, listen. Listen,
They didn't understand the movie?
I cried at my wedding. You guys found that out in 10 minutes. You can't go find a fucking review. It's online.
Is it a good review or not?
Yes,
You be
it's a good
honest. It is
review.
really good. Okay.
But the point is if there was a guy who was floating around out there who would work at 1/2 or 1/4 of what you're getting paid, who used to get good ratings in a market you're not getting good ratings in, and the boss knew he was available, was talking to him, and probably thought he was better than you, wouldn't you want that guy sitting next to you?
That's a good point.
So you could prove that you were better than him?
Yes.
That's what I did.
That's what you did. Very good. Now,
so
have
when
things
they came
gotten
to you, did they say, we want to, you were just right away, okay, no problem?
They were like, look, it's the Adam Carolla show. It's not Adam Carolla and Danny Bonaducci show. It will be the Adam Carolla show, and we're bringing this guy on, and we think you guys are whatever. And I'd done stuff with him before, and I knew he was pretty good at what he did.
Have you seen a change in your radio show since the firing of Don Imus? Have you noticed that you have to even tighten up more? Be a little bit more ethnically responsible. You had to apologize to the Asian community at one point,
Oh,
right?
did you? I didn't know that.
That's right. Did they accept your apology? I don't hear the Asians.
Would you like the reminder of what happened? 'Cause to me, it's
What happened?
funny, Howard.
What happened?
Remember how all the people that used to do accounting when we were at K-Rock were all Vietnamese? There were it was a big Vietnamese community. So I guess Jimmy and Adam weren't getting paid quick enough, and they said something like, "What do we have to do? Walk down the Ho Chi Minh Trail to get our money?"
Yeah, no, that was me. That was me over it. That was me over at K-Rock in Los Angeles. I used to always say, I'm going to take the walk down the Ho Chi Minh Trail to see if I can get a fucking paycheck this week, because they would stiff me every week. They got really pissed off about that.
They've gotten a little bit more. I'm sure you received a memo or something warning you that you better behave.
Oh, there's always talk about it, but first off, I can't edit. Listen, I do a show where it's actually a great combination because I have fairly low self-esteem. No one in my family listens to the show. Not many of my friends listen to the show. So I just do a show like nobody's listening and say what I want. There are no rules. I mean, that's the whole thing. Were
you surprised when they fired Imus?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. I thought it was out of line. I mean, I know you guys don't give a shit, but I'm
happy.
Yeah, I know. Or you're happy. I don't give a shit either. Listen. I said to everybody, if you miss Imus, this is when he got off MSNBC. Or wasn't he on MSNBC? I said, listen, he's going to be suspended or he's canceled. I said, if you really miss him, I mean, you're really used to watching him in the morning and you feel like there's a void there, just take a stack of coats, put them on a bed, and put a cowboy hat on top of it. It's the same fucking show. Because I used to see that show. He's wearing like 11 denim jackets and then a duster over it. And
all cowboy outfits at once.
Like he fucking rode in on a horse, and then he's wearing a cowboy hat and sunglasses, and he's wearing those creepy headphones, the ones Pan Am used in 1963.
What is that?
And he's leaning into a mic going, I was like, who the fuck is watching
this? What
this?
do you say to the Asian people when you have to apologize to them? How did you handle it? What did you say? What was your apology? Do you recall it?
Well, what happened is there's a guy over there by the name of Guy Aoki, and he is the watchdog. He speaks for all Asians, and he speaks for Japanese, Chinese. He speaks.
You didn't realize there was a Japanese Al Sharpton.
Asian Al Sharpton.
You don't even know what he is. You don't know if he's Japanese.
He's Al Sharpton's son.
Right. Does he speak for Filipinos as well?
He speaks for everybody who's not black or Mexican.
Okay,
that's basically. If you're not white, you're not black, and you're not Mexican, then Guy Aoki is your bullhorn.
That's your boy.
And this guy's been up my ass for years. And
you look a little Asian.
He hated Sarah Silverman too. Those were the two people on his hit list, because one time on Loveline many years ago, somebody was talking to me about holistic medicine or about whatever, and I said, look, that shit doesn't work. You'd be better off eating the dust off a Chinaman's balls. And he got pissed that I said Chinaman, and I was
trying to be fun.
I was trying to. Not only was I trying to be funny, I told him I grew up watching Kung Fu. Every fifth episode, some guy with a gin blossom would say, hey, Chinaman, we don't like your type here. And then he'd start kicking ass.
So you explained that to him?
I explained it to him.
And he didn't like it. So what did you say?
He took my apology, but with
Was it a sincere apology? I know you were very sarcastic.
No,
guy.
look, nobody is sincere about anything they apologize for.
You meant it when you said
yeah,
Chinaman.
look, you call someone a fat ass or a hook nose or something. Well, later on, what do you think? They shrunk? Of course, you didn't.
So you mean
apologize that they heard you or they got pissed or whatever.
You apologize that they're offended.
No, listen, seriously, I say horrible things about myself. I've called my dad a pussy 700,000 times on
Is
the
your dad
air.
a pussy?
He sleeps in a basket. He has no fucking spine. He's a full-blown puss. I've said horrible things about my mom, my family.
What do you say about your mom?
She married a pussy. She smoked weed and locked herself in a room and yelled "freak out" my entire childhood. You know, listen, blacks, Asian, myself, my wife. I say horrible things about everybody, so get the fuck over it. So no, I don't mean to hurt anybody. I don't want to make anybody feel shame or disgrace or anything.
You're trying to make a living, is what
trying to
you're
make a living. I'm trying to be funny.
You're actually trying to be funny. You want people to laugh.
You want people to have a good time.
That's all, and I'm an equal opportunity
But we should be clear.
offender.
You especially dislike the Asians.
Oh, I think that was clear.
You pick on them.
You made that clear.
No, here's the fucking thing about the Asians. I've said more positive shit about these people.
And
by the way,
never
they never call on that one. No, I said, look, this is a great example of people who put an emphasis on family, who put an emphasis on education, unlike the blacks, Robin.
I was going to say, now who are you talking about?
I think we can do the math.
Right.
These are people.
Give a great massage.
They give a great with a happy ending. No, they put an emphasis
in those jeans.
They put an emphasis on education and on family. They came over here. They learn the language. They immediately assimilate. They need no help from us, and they're very smart
Some of them are
people.
born here, Adam. I think I might point out.
Adam, I am excited. You know what? And Beth is excited. We're going to the movies tonight.
I must say I am thrilled.
Adam contacted me a couple of months ago. You never hear from him until he needs something.
Right.
But
That's the first time I've ever heard from him.
he calls me up. He says, "Listen, I got a movie." I said, "A movie? Don't you do a morning radio show?" He goes,
Right.
"That doesn't slow me down." I go, "But you have to concentrate on your morning radio. They're bringing in Bonaducci, for God's sake." He goes, "I can do everything. Don't worry about it. It's fine."
Yeah.
So he made his movie.
Sound like your mom?
Yeah.
Really?
What time would you get done? I mean, you start the morning show at 6 a.m. And what time would you get done with the movie work? I mean, I can imagine this was very debilitating.
You know, from doing two different
parts,
things or five different things, nobody gives a shit about the other thing.
Right.
So what they do is they go, look, you do the morning show from 6, you guys get out of there about noon, you get on set at 12:30, and we'll get you wrapped out of here by 8 o'clock tonight.
Never works
Well,
out.
at 10:45, you go, listen, I got to get up at the crack of fuck, and they go, you're not interested in our project? And it's like, we had an agreement. No,
Who put up the money for this movie? Did Jimmy Kimmel put it up?
No, we actually we reached out to the Asian community. And
Japanese businessmen.
The guys that owned the Panda Express said it cost $850,000
to make the movie. I'm going to a movie
Will
night that
I
costs...
see every penny on the screen?
And then some because I paid for people to fly in and shit like that.
Are there Asians in the Hammer?
Oh, no, I will not have Asians.
Not after the way you've been hassling.
Not even. No, I'll have the set cleared of Asians.
Is there a pretty girl in the movie?
Yeah, they're.
You have a love interest?
Yes, the love interest is Heather Jurgensen, who there's a movie. Yes,
Nice.
Uncomfortable in front of her husband. By the way,
Yeah.
Weird.
How do I know that name? Yeah, she sounds hot.
There was the story is there was a movie called Kissing Jessica Stein.
Oh, yeah,
which
I know,
was a hot independent movie about 3 years old or something like that. Everybody from that movie, the director, the producer, and all the people, including Heather, who starred and co-wrote that movie, are the people that made this movie. So they're really good at making $1 million look like more.
So that's a very
shot it on film. It looks great.
It's a low budget, and you wrote this thing. This is the story, sort of based on your life of being a carpenter, wanting to be a boxer. I'm going to the premiere tonight. I know Robin's going. Artie's going. I don't know. Fred doesn't go anywhere. You're not going, are you?
Go nowhere.
Who's Fred?
Fred, that one, the one over the silent
I'm not
one.
Asian.
Fred, why aren't you going to be there?
Why am I not going to be there?
Yes.
Because last week I was out a lot and we can't get sitters this week. We have an event this week that we have to have a sitter for.
Okay.
Can't find a sitter.
Fair enough.
All right.
He uses that excuse all the time.
He heard independent
excuse.
He heard independent film made $150,000.
I actually read when I read what the movie was all about. I was actually very interested.
Right.
So.
It is a good movie. It
Will
just
I be
got
bored?
a good review. No, you know what? As a matter of fact, I was thinking of Private Parts as I was doing it, which is to say, and it was sort of in this review that came out in the Post or whatever came out in yesterday, which is when you made a movie, people expected 2 hours of you rolling around in Miracle Whip with strippers. And
that was one idea.
And as it turns out, it was a nice, sort of thoughtful, funny, but it wasn't the movie we thought Howard Stern or we expected Howard Stern to make. Right. This is not the movie you expect the guy from The Man Show to make. It's a comedy,
and
but
it's a talkie. It has sound. It has
yes.
All the modern things.
And even though I'm going to the premiere tonight, when does it open up so that the audience can see it?
Well, that's a good point because we have to find a distributor. Someone needs to buy it. Thus, you guys need to laugh your ass off when you show up tonight.
Right. Well, you can see Adam Carolla in The Hammer, premiering at the Tribeca Film Festival. And for more information, you can go to adamcarolla.com. Adam is a friend of mine, a friend of our show. Great guy, hosts a radio show in Los Angeles that replaced ours. It's on KLSX.
Yeah, and Kimmel's hosting it right now.
That's right. Is he really on there this morning? No kidding.
He's sitting in for you?
Yes.
Wow. So he's working with Bonaducci today.
Listen, you don't work with Bonaducci. You work around Bonaducci. Bonaducci does chin-ups while he smokes in cowboy boots during the commercial breaks. I mean, he's a fucking maniac.
Yes, and by the way, you have to go see the movie, The Hammer, because... or at least pretend that you want to see it because he needs to get distribution.
Start asking people, where can you see it?
All right.
Listen, I will make this. It's a great movie, or at least a good movie. You guys are going to see it. You'll be surprised, and I guarantee you'll enjoy it.
How long does it run? Because I'm trying to plan my dinner.
It's a little longer than Barry Lyndon. Do you remember that film from the 70s?
Don't do that.
No.
I remember my dad took me out during the there was an intermission to Barry Lyndon.
You getting dinner during the intermission?
What's the matter? You don't like Kubrick?
I was over at Tad's Steakhouse.
It's an hour and 28 minutes. An hour and a half.
Nice.
That's not bad.
It moves fast.
Okay, I like it.
All right.
I love it. And go to adamcarolla.com to learn more. And thanks, Adam. Always great seeing you.
Always a pleasure, kiddies. And I'll see you tonight.
I'll see you tonight.
Adam.
Yeah.
What is going on with you and the Asians, man?
I love the Asians.
There's a lot of controversy surrounding you.
I know.
Let's say
they're trying to get everybody off the air. I got to say, I don't like many races. I really don't. But the Asians are not amongst them. I love the Asians.
So there's a lot of confusion. You're actually pro-Asian.
I am pro-Asian. I said it 1,000 times, but you make a little ching-chong joke, and the next thing you know, life's over as we know it.
They need to lighten up a little bit.
Ask Rosie. Everyone needs to lighten up a little. Who gives a shit? Come on.
You were in a pretty unique situation in there. You got to sort of analyze your own show via Howard's show.
Right.
Was that pretty cool, actually, going over
the
addition of Danny Bonaducci and...
Yeah. Like, I mean, I like talking. I like talking to Howard. I like talking about myself. So all the elements came together. Easy, weird, fun. Cool. And I wanted to kind of clear the air because I think everyone sort of assumes the worst, But
about you and Danny?
Yeah.
Well, you threw in the bedazzled jeans reference and the cowboy boots. That might.
He's a nutty guy, and we couldn't be more different. But he's good on the air, and he's good at what he does. And he's actually a pretty good guy.
Cool. All right. Well, good luck with your movie, Adam.
Cleveland, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
You and Robin. And, you and Robin.
Yes.
You guys put forth such a great effort to put out you take some pride in your work and your show, the quality.
Thank you.
How do you surround yourself with such idiots? Are you on a charity mission or something?
What do you mean? You're talking about Ganji and John and all that?
Yeah, I mean, we could go down in alphabetical order, right? Gary.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. You know what? I'll tell you something about myself, and I guess it's a flaw. Maybe, I don't know. I am one of those guys who is... And Robin knows this about me, so listen, at least I recognize my own flaws.
Well, I look at it as a virtue. Over the years, you have taught me it is a virtue.
I've tried. I have a hard time firing people. I'll be honest with you. I want the world to love me. I have a hard time.
And he's an incredible amount of patience.
I do. And I feel bad for people. It's like, look at Gorilla. I mean, he's out there running around with pieces of paper for a year behind my back, getting celebrity autographs and using the show for ridiculous reasons.
Right.
He conspires with Jackie Jokeman. And I feel bad for the guy afterward. I don't know what it is. I do feel bad for these people. I feel like God gave me a gift. He gave me certain blessings in life. I have an incredible amount of not intelligence, but common sense.
And what is worse is that I get stuck trying to explain life to these people.
Right. Robin has to train them.
Because he insists on keeping them around.
Right. So Robin's job is to pick up the pieces.
That might be the problem right there.
Yeah.
Nope. You don't know how much trouble I avert around here.
When you do get off the air someday, I'll be curious to see these guys' job prospects.
Oh, that's going to be the best. That's going to be the best.
Robin and I sit back, and that'll be our entertainment.
You'll have to do an anniversary show and like a comeback special or something. Just to
I would like to do that, even if I don't come to terms with this company and I stop working here after a year. I would like to. I will do free of charge. I would like to in 5 years come back for an anniversary show.
Try to find them in 5 years.
Yeah, and then,
I don't think that'll be too hard. Just take a walk down the street.
Here's my prediction. I'll go through them one by one.
Right.
Tata Toothy's wife will have left him because she's getting tired of the fact that he can't make payments on the house.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that he has no job.
She'll get a guy who can really support her.
And then she'll see what he really looks like without your show.
Right. Yeah. All of a sudden, he ain't going to look that good.
She'll run away with his dentist.
Yeah, she'll run away with his dentist. Because she's a good-looking enough girl that she could have gotten a dentist or a doctor or somebody.
Dentist has all of Gary's money.
Yeah. Steve Carolla will be a mailman, like his father. He will go into mail, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's an honorable job. He's not hitting people over the head.
In fact, Steve Carolla's father is a good mailman. Steve will be a bad mailman.
Oh.
Jackie will be host of Star Search.
No, Jackie will be working in clubs in North Carolina, in strip clubs.
Maybe he'll have even bought his own strip club.
Yeah. I mean, Jackie's made some dough off the show.
The strip club was in Atlanta.
And Lord knows he piles it away. So Jackie now has some money, but he will work on the. He won't work. He'll do what he did before he met me in strip clubs.
Yeah.
Even though he
He'll be
thinks
out on the road.
he thinks he's going to be writing scripts somewhere.
T-shirt contest.
Ganji will work in his father's construction company.
Mm-hmm. We don't have to worry about him. He's taken care of.
He will have no job.
Not a worry in the world.
Not a worry in the world there. Stuttering John will maybe, I don't know, he'll just get like a gardening job.
I was going to say, who do you have the least hope for?
I think it's going to be hardest on Gary because Gary really sees him. He doesn't know this, but he sees himself as a celebrity. Mm-hmm. Because I have some office work back there that I'm waiting for him to get done, and we're all saying, well, Gary can't even bring himself to do it. He signs it to all the interns because he sees himself as a celebrity.
I see.
He wins most diluted. I mean, Billy will be all right.
Yeah.
Billy does his voiceover and cartoon work. He'll be fine. Fred's wife will leave him.
Sure. You think that'll happen too?
Fred will be a disc jockey in Springfield, Mass. He'll pick up right where I left him.
Exactly.
His job's still waiting.
His job is still waiting there.
See you to keeping the home fires burning.
Fred will be a disc jockey. But, in Springfield, Massachusetts.
In a little town.
What do they pay there, Fred? What were you making when you left there?
I think it was a big $220.
$220 a week?
Yeah. Huh. It must be like up to $280 by now.
Yeah, I think he'll have $280. And Fred will move back in with his parents.
He'll go back home.
Oh, if you think I'm joking, I know that.
I don't doubt it for a moment.
Sure.
Robin socked away enough dough, and she has enough people interested
retiring.
in it. Yeah, she's retiring. And I figure.
So Robin will do nothing.
No, Robin will work. Robin can do radio work. She's done radio work without me.
Repair them.
What do you say?
Repair them.
We repair radios.
Right.
Oh, she'll be doing better than you, Jackie. No offense.
I had to say so.
All right.
Oh, goodness. No, but I meant, who do you think will just take the biggest fall? Because somebody's got to fall.
Oh, boy. That's a tough one.
Who's just going to fall off the wagon and be a mess?
Immediately, maybe Stuttering John will get hired by like another radio show. They'll say, hey, let's get Stuttering John. And then when they realize he doesn't write the questions, that'll be the end of him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He'll be like, oh, he's awful. Yeah, right.
Well, Ganji and Carolla, they don't have far to fall now, so I don't think you can, I don't think you have to worry about them falling too far.
I think Gary's going to take it the hardest.
Yeah.
It's going to be real tough for him.
Big head.
Yeah, Fred's right. Big head.
So you think, if his whole life, like the wife leaves him and everything's
it's all going to fall apart.
What's he going to do? Is he going to become an alcoholic or?
No, he'll probably work in a flea market like his brother. He'll work in a flea market.
And get a regular wife.
Yeah, and a wife. He'll be back with the pigs he always had.
I think he'll be hunting down Robin.
Tom Chiasano will fail the mailman test, and he won't even be able to.
He won't even be able to mailman.
So, Fred, do you think I have a big head?
Well, you got big teeth. What are you going to stuff them all in there?
Fred said I had a big head. So.
No.
You do.
I said big hit.
Oh, I thought you said big head.
No.
Because that's what Howard repeated.
Sound like big head to me.
I'm sorry. Or big head's funny. But.
No, you'll take it the hardest. But I'm going to enjoy watching him fall the most.
And where will Robin go?
Robin will probably not. Robin won't have to work, but I predict Robin will probably get her own show.
She won't have to work?
Nope.
Doing?
Well, you mean like she's got enough money saved now?
She's going to have her book. She's going to have. She'll be busy. She could either do some TV work, like maybe a reporter, or maybe even her own show.
Like the lottery? She can pick those numbers out of the lottery?
Keep laughing, Baba Booey. We'll see.
See, Baba Booey, I might have considered you for a job.
She was working in radio when I
think I'm crazy enough to go work for you?
When I hooked up with Robin, she was working in radio. Unlike you, like Fred could get a job in radio.
Oh, I was.
What were you doing? Tell everyone what you were doing.
Well, which job? Do you mean the one where
Any of them.
The one where I babysat the automated station, or the one where I worked for the traffic reporter?
Okay, either one.
Yeah, but I met you young.
I don't care if you met me old. What are you going to do when I leave?
Leave? How old were you, Fred, when you met Howard? You were like 25?
25, yeah.
Right, so Fred had
college.
Fred was already an overnight disc jockey at a radio station.
Right, I met you right out of college.
What are you going to do when I leave? What are you going to do?
You don't think I could produce?
Produce what?
Produce other shows?
Produce what? Other radio programs?
I wouldn't want to do other radio programs.
First of all, what do you think they pay these other radio programs?
Well, no, you just said, wait a second, you said that I would fall completely.
You will. I don't know that, but wait till people, well... Okay, you could produce other radio shows. You think that there's jobs producing other radio shows?
I could not get the amount of money working for somebody else. Plus, I wouldn't want to work for somebody else.
Most guys now, listen, let me explain something to you. When I first started looking for a producer in radio show, what I wanted to hire was a guy who was into production, who could write little bits and do that kind of thing. But I only had a budget of $150 a week, so I got you, all right, who didn't have any skills. So... Now, when they get it, now everyone accepts the fact it's a different day and age. Everyone's allowed to have a producer. So usually they hire a guy who's at the station who's a production type or this and that. You're not any of those things. Yeah, you're way overpaid.
When somebody hires you as the producer, they're going to think you can somehow create this.
You can't work a computer. You can't cut tape. You can't do anything.
I can cut tape.
I've never heard you cut a bit up.
You never asked me to. I'm not allowed to.
You can make bits?
I don't think I can make a bit.
Cut me a bit up for tomorrow.
I can't do that.
That's what they're looking for, producers. You're outdated already. You don't even know how to work stuff. You don't know how to digitally edit. You don't know how to do anything. You just sit there and play Prince of Persia on your stupid computer.
And I was doing that work. I've been doing that work for you. I don't know why.
Well, we'll see what happens.
You've been picking on me about that.
Are you doing it?
Of course.
I don't know.
Oh,
Never gets done fast enough.
Office work you have?
I heard it could be done in a day if you put in a good hard day.
But it can't be done in a day.
But evidently it can't. Oh, yes,
you heard incorrectly. First of all, did you know that I worked on it and that there was something wrong with our computer?
I heard all about it.
Right. And you know it can't be done in a day.
Let me tell you how Baba Booey's such a help to me. I had a computer system where we kept a log of the show daily, and we used to have different interns, keeping the log. So this is a prime example of what our caller is calling about. So Baba Booey, unbeknownst to me, his job was supposed to go in and check the different interns' work to make sure that they made proper entries into their log.
Yes.
Of course, there's about 7,000 entries where the people just didn't even put a date in or a subject or anything because he never checked their work.
This was tons of the work.
Yeah. So now we have to go back.
Logged in wrong.
Right. Tons of 7,000 entries.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm not even looking at you. Oh, it's nothing. It's not a big deal.
That's not a big deal.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Robin, can we have a date and a time when you last disagreed or didn't kiss Howard's ass?
Why is that kissing my ass?
See?
Because she's just always there to
You could
suck
learn
your
from
butt.
her. You could. That's not sucking my butt.
It is. Why?
Ooh. That 7,000 entries you didn't notice.
She just loves to hammer everyone that ain't her.
What are you talking about?
She just does.
7,000 entries and you wouldn't go ooh?
How come Jackie and Fred and Billy didn't go ooh?
Because Jackie, Fred, and Billy have a different mentality than Robin does.
And what is Robin's mentality?
Robin's mentality is she is for this show 100%. Jackie, I don't know what planet he's on. Fred
is for the show.
Fred.
Good morning, Dr. Ruth.
All right.
How are you this morning?
I'm early. I want to hear the Big Short talk a little bit.
You want to hear him?
Yes.
Right this way. I'll lead you.
All right.
I'll lead you to where you can do that.
Okay.
You see, some people walk through here and they seem intimidated.
For very few people would I get up at the crack of dawn.
Only for Howard.
Only for Howard.
You know,
For no other man.
many people right this way, Dr. Many people, they come in here and they seem intimidated or scared. You seem full of life and completely
Not scared.
unintimidated.
Certainly intimidated.
You will go on the offensive this morning.
I brought him a keychain, Sex for Dummies. Here's Mark. Mark, come here. Here is the best playwright in the world.
Good morning, Mark.
Good morning.
How are you?
Who
Good.
just wrote a play, Dr. Ruth, all the way. I want to hear Howard say that. All the way. And we are going to get some coffee and give me something to nibble at.
Yes, he's going to send somebody else.
Thank you. Thank you. Mark, what would you like? Coffee?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, this is Mark St. Germain,
Hi, brother.
the best playwright who wrote the play, Dr. Ruth, all the way.
Dr. Ruth, what did you want? A croissant?
Yes.
Or a bagel? Or
A bagel with cream cheese would be wonderful.
bagel?
And a drink?
I have already.
So just a bagel with cream cheese. A plain bagel?
Plain bagel.
No sesame seeds, no poppy seeds?
No poppy seeds, no sesame.
Plain bagel with cream cheese.
Or if you have a croissant.
We'll get,
Whatever you
I think the bagel will be easier.
Bagel, whatever is easiest. What would you like, Mark?
If there's a coffee around, but if not.
Yeah, coffee's easy. And a coffee will get.
So I'll let you get settled, Dr. Ruth.
All right.
Have fun with Howard today.
Yeah, tell him that I brought him a keychain, Sex for Dummies.
I think he needs that.
I thought so. I thought so. Zullen we toch een zien van de lang?
כן, כן. אני אברר עם גרי, אין בעיה. Oh, you don't understand what we're saying? I didn't. That's because it's Hebrew. That's the secret language me and Dr. Ruth share. We go way back. We're from the motherland.
I go every year.
Yeah, yeah.
I was there this year.
פעם אחרונה שהייתי בן 12. אני מת לחזור. תודה, תודה. ההורים.
תני לשאול אם יש איזה כובע או משהו מהאוצר.
אני אשאל גרי. Gary, she wanted to know.
First of all, is the wine open?
No.
Will it be open?
No, we're not allowed to serve wine here, so we can talk about it.
That's okay, I'm speaking Hebrew.
Oh, sorry.
So we talk about it?
Yeah, you'll just talk about it.
Fine. Do you know if they have the red or which one?
I will find out.
And also,
hey, Gary, I just want to say good morning. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Good to see you up here. I was looking for you.
Make sure that I sit on two.
I just put a second one in for you, and I have a third one should you request it.
Wonderful.
It's all ready for you.
Oh, and one more thing.
Yes.
One glass of water next to me.
Can I give you a bottle of Poland Spring water? Is that okay?
But just open it.
I will.
Thank you.
Our dear friend Dr. Ruth is out there. God, haven't heard from her in years. She's requested several pillows to sit on so that she won't look too short and she can look me in the eye. And she was out in the hallway. She speaks 4 different languages. So she was out in the hallway speaking fluent Hebrew to Shuli.
But
I would have liked to.
It was to Shuli.
I love to hear that. I am admiring of anybody who can speak other languages. I think it shows a high sign of intelligence.
Well, everybody in Europe does it. They're no smarter than we are. It's
She in
a
the
matter of where
No,
you
she's
are.
swallowing the last chew of her bagel.
Oh, bagel. Wow. She is very Jewish. You know what I mean? Swallow up, my dear. Hey, bring in Shuli. I want to hear them talk Hebrew. I find that fascinating. God, I forget just how short Dr. Ruth is. Hi, Dr. Ruth. How are you?
She does look fine.
What are you on? You're on mic 1, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Ruth, you want to sit on some pillows?
What a question. I immediately asked for pillows so I can look into your good-looking face.
You know, you look.
I haven't seen you. Hi, Robin.
How long has it been?
Too long.
You're 84 years old. You look terrific. You really do.
Wait, first of all, say that again.
You're 84 years old and
Right?
you look terrific.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Dr.
You
Ruth,
look good too.
Can I hear you
Hi,
speak
Robin.
Hebrew to Shuli? I would love to hear that. I am so admiring of people who can speak multiple languages.
אוקיי, שולי.
שולי?
בוא נדבר עליו, בוא נגיד עליו שהוא צריך להיות מאוד בסדר איתי, כי הייתי בהגנה. Now, you know what I said?
I want to see if Shuli know what you said.
אני הבנתי מה שאמרת.
Okay.
You want me to translate?
No. Just let me
You're
hear you
not
talk.
translated.
Let me hear you talk. Talk to Dr. Ruth. Ask her a question.
את אוהבת להיות פה חזרה בסדרה? לא היית פה
איזו
הרבה
שאלה.
שנים.
כמה זמן שהוא לא לקח אותי כאן.
וואו.
So first
שנים.
of all,
שנים הוא לא לקח אותה.
first of all, I said, how come I haven't been here for so many years?
That's your fault, not mine. I would have had you on all the time. I mean, you...
Okay, next speak again. Howard, Robin,
I thought I'd offended you in some way.
you offending me?
I
Never.
didn't know. Let me say something to you in your native language.
answer.
Thank you very much. You speak 4 languages, right?
I speak German fluently. I speak French fluently. I speak Hebrew fluently. And I also speak a little bit of English.
Wow, that's
bad.
impressive.
Not bad.
When you thanks, Julie, and that was impressive, by the way. I never really.
By the way, she said to you that you better be nice to her because she was a sniper in the military, in the Israeli army.
You know, I am fascinated by that. I really am fascinated by that. That you were a. Thanks, Julie. I was, you know, thinking about your life. And I know you're an upbeat person, but I do see your life as a very hard life and a very sad life.
Now, let me tell you something, Howard. Number one, there is a play about me which is coming to Off-Broadway. I'm going to invite you. It's called Dr. Ruth All the Way. I know you like that title.
You grew up in Israel?
Wait. The playwright is sitting right out here, Marc Saint-Germain. Now, here's what you and I will do. I'm going to answer a few of those questions. But as you now, look at the face on him.
Well,
Robin,
because you're
look
funny.
at the
You know
face.
what? You have an interesting psychological move.
Yeah.
When I start to talk to you about your life,
yes,
you shy away and you take over the conversation.
But we know that already.
No, we don't know about it.
Robin, one time
You're
I told
uncomfortable.
Howard. One time I told Howard, I came to plug a book.
Right.
Today I came to plug what?
A wine.
Okay, I wanted to hear you say that.
Right.
What is the wine called in French?
I don't know.
I'm telling you,
What?
Vin d'Amour. Say it.
Why did you? Why you've turned
Robin?
down? You've turned down endorsement deals before.
Yes.
Why did you choose a wine?
I'll tell you why.
Are you a drinker of wine?
Certainly not, but I'll tell you why.
You don't drink wine?
Why do you say certainly not? Why don't you
Listen.
drink wine?
Because if I would go out with you with permission of your wife, Beth,
Right.
maybe I would drink a glass of wine, of my wine, Vin d'Amour. But let me tell you something. That, Robin, listen carefully.
Okay.
I'm telling people, everybody's stressed. Everybody goes home, and I tell them, a couple, I tell them to drink a little bit of wine, not too much, because now watch Howard's face. If you drink too much, you can't perform.
That's true. Oh,
See, that
sexually.
is true.
Oh, that is true.
And
You fall asleep.
Robin, if a
Yes.
woman drinks too much, she falls asleep. So,
right.
Pierre,
Not too much.
Not too
Dr.
much.
Ruth,
So-
why would you make a wine that most wine is 13%
and
alcohol?
this is 6%.
6% alcohol.
Yes.
That could be a turnoff to the wine drinking public. In other words, people like to get high off their wine.
Okay,
You understand
I want
that.
to do something else.
All right.
I want you to drink the Dr. Ruth Vin d'Amour,
Right.
which was the idea of Pierre, with whom I've been working for 30 years. First I said no, then I said it's a good idea. I want you to drink a little bit of that wine.
I will drink it.
And then I want you to make love to your wife. You know
no
that I'm
problem.
old-fashioned. Yeah, I'm old-fashioned and a square. Then, if you can't fall asleep because you think about your radio program and you think about your
Right.
celebrity and
Then
all
what
of
do
the
I
other
do?
things, then you can drink the other wine.
Why
Let
do you-
her then go to sleep.
I see. But
First give her an orgasm, then she goes to sleep, then you can drink your wine.
all right. So now answer me about your life. Don't shy away because I'm kind of fascinated by you. But
When
it's very
you
hard
and
to
I-
break your persona.
I know.
You are a woman who,
Don't analyze me.
Okay, fair enough.
Everybody knows that, but I'll give
Is it
you,
too painful to talk about your life when you dwell
Howard,
on
if
it?
you shut up for one moment,
No,
then I'll talk.
you never let me.
Haven't shut up,
You
Dr.
haven't
Ruth.
shut up, Dr. Ruth. All you've done is plug, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay if you plug.
Robin, help me, Robin.
But
now,
I'm trying to really delve into your life somewhat
yes,
because I'm
you
fascinated.
know that, Howard. If you and I, with permission of your wife,
Yes.
can go out for a drink, I'll drink the Vin d'Amour, you drink whatever you like to drink. Maybe Because I do like you, you know that. Maybe I would talk a little bit about my life.
Why not?
What is the big deal? But you come on a show.
I like to talk about sex.
Right. But you
I
don't.
like to talk about the wine.
You don't like talking about sex. Because I've asked you about your sex life in depth.
Oh, I would never answer you about my sex
That's what
life.
I mean. You're a very guarded woman.
You're right, but look what I'm doing. I'm doing films that are going on PBS. Brand new yesterday on the Czech.
Did you grow up in Israel?
I grew up. Now, I give you in a nutshell.
Okay.
I was born in 1928 in Frankfurt am Main.
Germany?
In Germany, and lived in the house of 2 loving parents and a grandmother. Then, I went to a Jewish school.
Right.
Then in I was born 1928.
Yes.
And in 1939, as you know, there were black clouds on the horizon.
Right.
I was very fortunate. I was with a group of children who were sent to Switzerland. Other children were sent
without
to England.
your parents.
Without my parents, without
so
anybody.
your father read the tea leaves, so to speak. He understood that the Germans the country was turning ugly, Hitler was coming to power, and they had to find a way to get you out of the country safely.
No. There was... I will tell you that in a nutshell. There was a conference in Evian in France that said, let's save German Jewry. The conference failed miserably. Nobody wanted to take the German Jews. My father already was taken to a labor camp, not concentration camp. Then he said, I was an only child.
Do you remember your father?
I remember him very well.
How old were you when you were separated?
10 and a half.
10 and a half.
Yeah. So I didn't want to leave because I was with a mother and a grandmother. My father wrote that he could come back to Frankfurt from the labor camp. There was no concentration camp yet.
Right.
If I would join that group to Switzerland. So I had no choice. Now,
did your father have a business in Germany?
He had a small business, not well going.
And one day they marched in and said, you are no longer going to live with your family. We're going to take you to a labor camp.
Right.
And they just ripped him out from his family and took him away from your house.
Okay, now.
You saw that.
Howard, I did see that. I give you 1 more minute. Be quiet.
Okay.
About that, I went to Switzerland. The children's home became an orphanage because all of the parents of those 100 children who were in the orphanage were killed in concentration camp. That's all I told about it.
Your mother was eventually taken out of the home as well?
And the grandmother, my father, came back to Frankfurt. They were all taken out.
And put in a concentration camp.
Now, that's all I know about it, and that's all I want to talk about it. Now,
because it's too painful to continue talking about. I'm almost in tears from it.
Pardon?
I said I'm almost in tears from it.
I like that. You should be in tears.
Well, I mean, it's an awful story for a little girl to lose her family like that.
Howard.
Were you told? I'm curious. Were you, if it's not too painful, were you told when you were living in Switzerland your parents had been wiped out?
No.
No one came to you and said that?
No.
Because back then they didn't believe in telling kids bad things.
No, they didn't know. until towards the end of the war. Now let's talk about the Haganah.
So you lived in a fear of not knowing.
At the end of the war, how did you find out that your parents and your grandmother were gone?
Because lists came of people who survived, and lists came out of people who did not survive. Now let me talk about Israel.
How old were you when you... before you go to Israel, how old were you?
17 when I went to then Palestine. Now I tell you about the Haganah.
Wait, so you were living in Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
End of the war comes, you get this list, you find out your entire family is wiped out.
Did you have brothers and sisters?
No, I was an only child. Robin, if you both would listen, then you would
We're asking you a question, though.
One more question.
Okay.
And then I'll talk.
So the war is over. You see that your parents have been wiped out. Do you become bitter? I mean, do you say, I'm going to move to Israel and fight for this new cause?
Yes.
That was your motivation.
But my motivation was, this is something terrible. I survived while 1 million, you know all that, 1.5 million children were killed.
Right.
I have to do something to make the world a better world. Jews need a country of their own.
Right.
And I went to then Palestine. Now I tell you about the Haganah. And I was a sniper. Be careful, Howard.
So you go to Israel.
Still do it.
1 second. You go to Israel.
Yeah. It wasn't Israel yet.
Right, it was Palestine.
Right.
You were 17 years old.
I go to kibbutz.
And were you shocked that they were willing to allow you to become a military person? Because back then,
I volunteered. What do you mean shocked?
Because back then women weren't chosen to be snipers.
No, in Palestine at the time they needed everybody. Even you would have been in the Israeli, then it became Israel, as you know, in May 48. Everybody was a member. Robin would have been a member. You would have been a member. It wasn't an act of heroism.
Did it pain you to leave Israel eventually because this is something you...
Wait, I went to study in Paris.
Right.
Fortunately for me, I went to the Sorbonne.
Right.
I always thought I'm going back to Israel.
Right.
Then I married Fred Westheimer, who actually, he passed away 14 years ago. He actually liked you.
Fred Westheimer.
Like you don't like Howard?
But Fred Westheimer and you got divorced, didn't you?
No. Don't you say something like that.
Why did you say that? Weren't you married 3 times?
Yes, but Fred Westheimer was married almost 40 years.
Oh, and then he died.
And then he died.
I
so,
see.
Fred actually liked you. He listened
doesn't
to you.
like you.
Robin, Fred Westheimer
Can you believe
like
you
him.
married a guy who liked me?
Difficult to believe.
Is it true when you served in the Israeli army? You say that you never had
I was badly wounded. I will tell you that. I was badly wounded. That's not why I'm short. You said I'm 4'8".
Yes.
Not true, 4'7".
I didn't know that.
And I'm not shrinking. Because if I shrink, I will need 5 kilos.
Dr. Ruth, in all seriousness, you had a horrible thing happen to you in Israel. Your foot was blown off, half of your foot.
You did your homework.
No, I know about you.
Now
was
let's talk
the injury?
toe, and I can dance when I find.
What was blown off? Just your toe?
No, the top of the foot. Howard.
Wow. Let me see it.
Over my dead body.
Why? Are you embarrassed?
I told you, you asked your wife, I will go for dinner with you. I told you that already 10 years ago.
Dr. Ruth,
you
as a woman,
took me up on it.
a woman's appearance is very important. You know, when you're a young lady and you
what do I look like? Here, I'm standing up.
No, you look great. Are you standing now? Doc, I'm taller than you.
Purposely, I knew that you would taller
than you. Did your height bother you when you were younger?
When I was 18, 19, I thought nobody would marry me. I know better. I was married, I told you, with Fred Westheimer.
3 times
40s.
you were married, yeah.
2 times before, some wonderful love affairs that I legalized.
So men were attracted to you despite your short stature.
Yes, I think they were attracted to my talking, and I did not talk about sex.
Did people think you were a little person? Did they ever mistake you for a little person?
Like a little person, like
a midget type?
No, only Howard Stern.
No.
Robin.
So you're a young woman. When half of your foot is, you claim that you've never, as a sniper, killed someone.
That's true.
Do you say that because a lot of soldiers who have seen action?
I heard you say that. No, I really didn't, and I want to tell you something, Howard. Listen carefully.
Right.
I was in the Haganah, in the underground. Then that became the Israel Defense Forces.
Right.
And I was there for a very short period of time.
Right. How many years did you serve?
I was there for 2 months.
Oh.
Because Israel was declared in May.
Right.
We were all very well trained. I know how to throw hand grenades. Be careful with me.
Do you really?
Yes, I do. And
do you own guns now?
God forbid.
Why do you say God forbid?
Because I don't think anybody should have a gun, except if you are in the military. Listen.
How long does it take to learn to shoot a gun on a sniper level?
Very fast. I for some reason was very talented in it.
Is that?
I think I don't know why.
In other words, from how many feet away?
From here, I could shoot over there, but I'm not going to shoot.
And you could take out a guy, and in practice drills, you would practice on targets.
I would have to say, bend down, because you are too tall to shoot.
As a sniper, do you think Kennedy was killed by one person?
I do not know.
Do you ever look at that kind of thing as a sniper? You must be kind of interested in it.
No, not really. Look,
were you in firefights? Did you actually?
No, I was just wounded at the residence of young girls. Who
they lit off a bomb?
On my birthday, on my 20th birthday.
They lit off a bomb?
Yeah, a cannonball exploded in the lobby of that residence of young women. Some people died next to me.
Friends of yours?
I knew them.
Wow.
And,
wow.
And and I was badly wounded. So that was the end of my military.
When you wake
career.
up, did you pass out when the cannonball hit? I mean,
No.
Is it very? Is it shocking or
no,
are you in
I
pain?
just asked a friend. It wasn't pain. I asked a friend, "Do I have to die?" That's all. Now listen.
Well, hold, stop! Don't blow by that. That's heavy.
Let's go back.
You weren't unconscious. You stayed conscious through the attack.
Yes.
You look down. Your foot probably hurt. You look down and you see half your foot missing.
No, I just saw blood.
Did you freak out? Did you cry?
No, I just thought maybe I did ask somebody, "Do I have to die?" So,
wow.
Can we talk about the wine, please?
Isn't that an we will. But isn't that an interesting question? Do I have to die?
Right.
Because you've seen so much death, it's almost like you have a choice.
Now, Howard, we want to talk about two things. One is the wine, and the other thing is...
You don't think we're going to... We're talking about the Holocaust and your foot getting blown off, and all you can think about is that dumb wine.
I came here
Stop it.
I have to plug the wine.
Yes, we're going to get to it.
Them.
But you see, you're talking about something so difficult, something so personal. To jump to wine almost seems like the best defense mechanism in the world. That I'm getting to something real in Dr. Ruth's life.
Yes.
And then suddenly you go to the wine.
So you did already. I gave you whatever I wanted to give you.
No, but I want to know when your
but
foot
you can't transition so quickly.
The other night, I was complaining about a hangnail forever. You would think I was the biggest baby. I mean, you had half your...
Men are complaining more than women.
But did you think it was the end of your dating world then? Not only are you short, but like half my foot's missing. Were you embarrassed when you went out with Fred Westheimer and when he saw it for the first time?
No, because by that time it was healed. You know... Because you do your homework that I did. I was a super good skier.
But is it difficult to learn how to walk after half your foot is blown off?
It takes a little while. It takes some determination.
Were the bones affected, or was it just a surface kind of thing?
Just the surface.
What do you mean, just the surface? Half your foot's gone, no?
Can we talk about the
she
wine?
said the top.
Oh, just the top of half your foot.
Just the top.
Stop with the wine. We're going to get
I just want to see the wine. Can you see it?
What do you mean see the wine? How do I have the wine? I don't have it.
They told me that you're having the Vandamour. One is a Zinfandel rosé.
What do you think? You're going to make $1 million with this wine? You're on fire with this wine. Vindamore. Here.
No, you have to say it better.
Vindamore.
Robin says it better than you. Robin, say it again.
Vindamore.
What do you think your parents would think if they knew you lived in America? Not only are you a celebrity, but you've had a great career, that you have your own wine, Vindamore. I mean, what do you think your mother and father would you ever?
No, they would not believe it because they wouldn't believe that I would go on a program with Howard Stern. They wouldn't believe that I talk about orgasms and erections.
But isn't it amazing? Do you dream of them when you were? Do you ever?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. No. But there was a time you did, right?
But I think of them every day. Now I have to tell you something. You know who
Tough life.
Wait. Do you know who Nate Berkoff is?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Nate Berkus.
Nate Berkus?
Not Berkus, Berkoff.
No, she said Berkoff, but I think she means Nate Berkus.
Berkus, you're right.
Oh, Berkus.
Hey, did you go to Did you go to Arnold Schwarzenegger's book party yesterday?
I certainly did.
What do you make as a trained person?
Oh, now he's coming with.
No, we got to ask this,
curious.
Dr. Ruth, because you're an expert.
I tell you what.
Go ahead.
Only in America can somebody like Arnold Schwarzenegger from a little village in Austria rise to that stardom, be the governor of the greatest state
California
in the country, and he gave an excellent talk yesterday. And the main thing that is of importance to me is that he said only in America.
Do you think he's a sociopath?
Pardon?
Do you think he's a sociopath?
I'm not a psychiatrist, and I don't give labels.
Do you think he's a narcissist?
But what do you think of that whole thing with Maria?
I don't comment on that because I'm not an investigative journalist.
But isn't that a sexual sort of thing? Like, can I be honest for a second? And I'm not doing this to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
When we
I don't believe you.
I'm telling you, when we saw the pictures of the maid that he had sex with. Listen to me.
Yeah. How did you know that I was there last night?
I have my sources. I follow you around.
Oh my gosh!
I have the.
You follow me around day and night.
Day and night.
We know everything.
Do you know that I'm out every night? It's wonderful. If you have.
Why? Are you afraid to be alone?
No. If you have.
Is it hard for you to be alone?
No. I want to talk about Nate, but I want to tell you something.
I want to talk about your life.
So I tell you one thing. If somebody like me has to be a widow, I don't wish it on anybody.
Are you lonely?
New York, of course. New York is the best place in the world. I'm out every night.
May I ask you, since you're interested in sex, do you masturbate still?
Forget masturbation. Does she have sex partners?
Yeah, because women, you are a big advocate of the elderly, the older population. In fact, you teach courses in this. You're teaching a course now.
And I'm now going to. I taught at Yale and at Princeton for 6 years.
Does it
now I'm
aggravate you
teach
that
at Columbia Teachers College?
Does it aggravate you that is it aggravating to you that people think that a woman 84 doesn't have sexual desire? Is it aggravate you
I'm telling them that they are wrong.
You do have sexual desire.
Yeah, but I don't talk about your or my sex life. Robin,
Let's
I don't
talk
even
about it.
talk about, no.
What do you use? Do you use a vibrator or a banana? What do you use?
A banana.
I talk about it. That's
Imagine
all.
Dr. Ruth with a banana. Good Lord. No, I knew you were at the Arnold Schwarzenegger party because you tweeted it.
I said, that's why you knew it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But do you write your own
tweet
tweets?
something and then say, how do you know it?
I don't think you write your own tweets.
You're right. I talk and Pierre writes it.
Right.
Pierre is the same guy who is my Minister of Communications.
Right.
Who said I should do the wine. I said no. Then I said yes.
You have advisors.
I have here Marc Saint-Germain. I first said not to write a play about me. Now it's the biggest success up in the Berkshires in Pittsfield.
Oh, wonderful.
I tell you who's playing me, Robin. She's about your size. Her name is Deborah Jo Rapp.
Never heard of her.
Yes, you did, because she plays the mother on the 70s show. She's fabulous. She learned my accent.
Does Pierre ever pleasure you, or is that your partner?
No, Pierre has a wife.
Oh, he does. All right.
Pierre is Catholic, and he has a wife. And he has 2 children.
You would never date a Catholic man?
And he has not a married one.
Would you date a man who isn't Jewish?
Of course, but not a married one.
Would you marry a non-Jew?
I
Be
don't
honest.
know. I don't know.
You wouldn't, because you
Probably
listen.
not. I'm very Jewish.
Right.
Probably
Are you?
not.
You keep a kosher house?
I don't keep a kosher house, but I know all about it. I belong to 2 synagogues.
Did you go to temple on Yom Kippur?
I certainly did. All
Did you
day.
fast?
I certainly did. Did you?
Do you ever? No.
Did you?
No. I'm not
How
religious. I'm not religious.
So you did? You didn't go to synagogue?
No. Do you ever? Do you?
Let's talk about
when you go
marriage
to
for
temple.
1 moment.
But 1 second. When you go to temple, do you ever? I don't want to say curse out God, but do you ever say, God, why did you do this to my family?
No, because
why
it's
did you allow?
no answer. Now, Howard.
What do you mean there's no answer?
God doesn't answer.
There's no answer.
Do you believe there's a guy up in the sky who listens to you?
Yes.
You really do?
Yes.
He lives up
even
in the
told
sky.
me.
Why does he have to be in the sky?
What did he tell you?
He told me to go on Howard Stern. He said Howard will be very
No, but
nice.
isn't it hard to
He'll
believe?
plug your wine.
Isn't it hard to believe in God when God
It's a good
has
question.
forsaken
I don't
you?
have an answer. Howard, let's talk for
Why
one
are you
moment
so
about
uncomfortable about this? You're so uncomfortable. I mean, I understand why you're uncomfortable, but have you ever seen a psychiatrist?
Did I ever see a psychiatrist?
Have you
God
ever got?
forbid. God forbid.
Why?
Why did you not want to do that?
I go
Did you?
3 and 4 days a week.
How can you do that if you are here at 5 o'clock in the morning?
I make a point of it because it's important to me. I need to get help.
I don't believe that. Robin? Robin,
Dr.
is that
Ruth.
He's
true?
telling the truth.
Why,
He's telling the truth.
You know that you listen. Even in my
There must
short
be some things
even
that
in
you
my
just
short
have.
one second, even in my short conversation with you right now, I see tremendous avoidance, and I understand it. It's your defense mechanism. It's the way you get through the day.
So go on to another topic.
But don't you think when you go to temple, you could be angry? Don't you think this
You just
anger?
asked me and
You've
I
never
said
dealt
no.
with your anger.
No.
Are you angry?
If we have dinner together, I might tell you about that.
How do you
I
feel
don't-
about what's going on in Israel now? That it seems like the world has turned its back on Israel. Does that pain you?
I go to Israel every single year, and I do give lectures, and I go to the president's conference, and I'm very worried about Israel. There's no question. Period.
Do you
I'm not
think
a politician, and I don't discuss
Do you
politics.
think the world has really changed since your parents were wiped out? It seems like the same characters
The
are up to the
same
same
deal,
bullshit
yeah.
where they want to wipe out the Jews.
That's
right?
one guy. Look what he did. I was at a big event at the Waldorf Astoria, and the president of Canada got an award, and look how he stands up to some of those bad guys, and that's what we need more. We need more people.
Do you think Obama's doing
influential.
enough? Do you think he's turned his back on Israel?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Will
I
you
don't
vote
talk
for
about
Romney or
politics.
Obama?
I'm voting, but I don't deal in politics.
I think you're
Anybody-
voting for Obama.
Anybody, look at the face.
Who are you voting for?
Robin.
Endorse someone right now. Why you're not afraid to stand up for anything? You won't say who you're voting for?
I'm a Democrat.
Right.
But I don't participate in any political rally.
Right.
Because somebody who talks about sex from morning till night and writes books and goes on Howard Stern.
But if you had a chance to meet with the President of the United States, wouldn't you say to him, Mr. President, with all due respect, I'm a woman who had gone through hell. My parents died in the Holocaust. I went to Israel. I fought for the country. I think you should meet with the President of Israel. I think that you should do more for Israel.
I wouldn't interfere in politics, but I would say that I'm very concerned. That's true.
That's it.
That's it.
That's what you would say.
But I am not doing anything in politics. Can we talk one moment about
Do you think Israel will have to blow up Iran and will have to stop their nuclear reactors?
I can't tell you
What would you tell them to do?
I'm worried.
You are worried?
Yes.
Do you think Israel should attack Iran?
Are you worried about it?
Yes.
And?
Are
you worried?
I think Israel's alone in the world.
Robin?
I think that somebody's asking for a nuking. That's what I think.
Right.
I think there are people in the
Would
world
you be
right now
against the
asking to be
nuking of...
nuked.
Robin brings it up. Are you against the nuking of Iran?
I can't say that.
Would you want to see Iran nuked?
No, I would like this. I would like this man to come to his senses.
He's not coming to his senses. They hate
He
Israel.
doesn't
They
have
hate the
senses.
Jews.
And I would
What do you
like
want
the
to do?
United Nations not to give him a platform. That much I can tell you.
Well, they got to give everybody one.
Because I believed in 48. I believe that the United Nations is going to take care that there will never be another war. That much I tell you.
So you're for the United Nations?
Right. Can I finish my thought about nations?
Does it bother you that the Republicans want to take away contraception and help for contraception?
Yes.
It does, right? Because what is it? You know, people make fun of me, Dr. Ruth. When I have sex with my wife, I don't want to have more children. She doesn't want to have children. I use a condom. And people think, I can't tell you how many people walk in and go, you use condoms?
With your wife.
With your
That's
wife?
What they say.
And I'm like, well, what are you supposed to do? I mean, I don't want her to be on the pill. I don't think the pill is good for a woman. You agree?
I think that's very responsible of you.
Right.
Listen carefully.
Yes.
I applaud you.
Thank you.
Anybody who
Finally.
doesn't want to have more children, and if there's no other contraceptive that they would like to use, should use a condom.
Doesn't bother me.
And I'm telling you something else.
Go ahead.
For you. Robin, listen.
Okay.
Howard, a man, I'm not saying you necessarily, because
Right.
I'm so careful. A man should actually place the condom. The woman should place the condom on his erect penis as part of foreplay.
It should be part of the lovemaking.
Part of lovemaking.
Why do you say that? Because
it's pleasurable, and they're both responsible for not wanting to have another child.
Right.
I applaud you for that.
Because everybody makes fun of me for that.
Does Beth place the condom?
They make fun.
No, I whip the thing on because I want to just get it on me. You know what I'm saying? Do you think you were never against anal sex if both couples enjoy it, right?
That's true.
Right. Anal sex, okay.
If they both like it.
This came up on our show recently, sex topic. Ronnie, the limo driver who works here,
Why'd you give his name?
Well, because we talk about it.
He already said this.
He already said this. He talks about, and this is crazy. He enjoys when a woman puts her tongue in his behind, and he does the same to a woman as part of foreplay. I feel it's gross in a sense. I mean,
It's none of your business. If they both like it.
Is it dangerous though? E. coli back there, right?
I don't. If they're both clean, they're fine.
Really, rimming is okay.
Whatever, if they both like it, not against her wishes.
No. He's not raping them.
You know what it says in the tradition?
I don't
in
think.
the Jewish tradition, it says, listen.
Go ahead.
A man can do with his wife as he pleases, but not against her wishes. See, the sages were very smart. I did a book on that called Heavenly Sexuality in the Jewish Tradition. Anything that two consenting adults do, I have no problem.
Right.
I just have a problem if you insist of doing something
that she doesn't want to do. Right.
So you do understand.
No, I understand. And it's funny, I watched Arnold Schwarzenegger on 60 Minutes. Did you watch the interview?
No.
My mother even.
Not yet.
Everyone is talking about it. My mother called me up. She goes, "Can you believe Arnold Schwarzenegger?" He came off poorly because when he was saying this is the worst thing he could have done to his family, he was smiling, almost as if
it
didn't look so bad.
Howard, look.
And by the way, isn't it amazing?
Only in America.
The son of a Nazi and a woman whose parents were killed in the Holocaust can be friends here in America.
You were at his book party.
Okay, and I was at his book party because he's not responsible.
No, I understand. I'm just saying. It
the
shows
sins
you.
of his fathers.
That's right.
But I tell you something, that he spoke eloquently.
I like the guy.
As long as you're not married to him, he's probably a great guy.
Right. Why weren't you there with me?
I don't go anywhere. You go to that stuff.
I go to everything.
I don't know. I mean, I just would feel awkward. Like, what did you do? Like, you stand around while he's signing books?
No,
and look at the two of them together.
Yeah. That must have been funny.
Look, next time I go to any of those parties, I call you and you come with me.
I don't know.
But you can't go to parties because you have to be here at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I have no life. Dr. Ruth's wine is called Vindemore.
Vandamour.
Vandamour. It is in stores now. You can go to chateaud.com. Chateaud.com.
Chateau Diane.
And check out Dr. Ruth at drruth.com and on Twitter at askdrruth.com. The Twitter is an amazing thing, right? It allows you access.
60,000 people now. I want you to give me some of your people, too.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they'll all sign up. What do you do? But do you give advice? Do you give sex advice?
I do some sex advice. I talk, and Pierre puts it on the Twitter.
You know, I'm not saying this to be funny, but Robin said...
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Dr. Ruth had died. Like, you've kind of disappeared from the scene.
Why? I have never disappeared.
No, you have. You used to be on TV more.
I was
just everywhere.
What do you think? Talk about TV doctors for a second.
I'm teaching at 2 universities. I'm teaching
now
at Columbia.
You used to be on the talk shows all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
I go on the doctor's show. I was on the Today Show. I'm going to be on Joy Behar next week.
Okay.
Why do you say that I died?
I don't. But it used to be more.
That really makes me.
You were more part of the public discourse. You know what I'm saying? And what do you think of this guy? Like for example, Dr. Phil. I have a beef with him, and
I have no beef with him.
But he presents himself that he's a psychologist. He doesn't even have a degree in psychology.
No, but everybody listens to him.
But what about Dr. Drew? Do you think doctors should be on TV treating drug addicts? Dr. Drew.
I don't think that you can actually. On a serious note, are you listening seriously?
Yes.
You cannot do sex therapy on the air.
Right.
And you can't do any other therapy on the air.
I agree.
All you can do is to give good advice and at the same time be entertaining like you are, Howard.
So you're coming out against Dr. Drew. This is very controversial. I can't believe you just came out against Dr. Drew.
I'm so glad you did that.
Robin, I need to plug one more thing.
Are you a multimillionaire? Are you very well set financially for life? I mean, no one has to worry about Dr. Drew.
If you need money, I can pay for 3 meals at the McDonald's for you.
No, but
for Robin.
Would you say you made a lot of money in the business? Did you think that
more than I ever dreamed? And I had Nate do my apartment, and now he's coming out with a book. And I did a chapter in the book on people who collect.
What I heard is you have an incredibly.
Howard, will you come?
This strikes me as very strange. You seem like such a together woman, and yet your apartment was gross. I mean, it was
not really gross. It was stuffed with stuff.
Are you a hoarder? Are you a hoarder?
I'm not really a hoarder, but I collect turtles. Do you know why?
Why?
Because a turtle, if it is sitting here on your desk, it's safe. Nothing can happen. It carries its house on its back. If that turtle wants to move, it has to take a risk, like you did your whole life with your radio program. It has to stick its neck out. It could get hurt, but it doesn't move unless it takes a risk. So I have a lot of little turtles.
The turtle inspires you.
Yes.
You don't have real live turtles. They're
God forbid.
Right. They're just. You don't want to take. Do you take care of anything? Do you have any pets?
No, never.
Why never children? Do you have children?
I have the best.
Oh, you do?
How come you don't know
you
that I have a son?
Hide them away.
Children?
I have a son and a daughter, and I have 4 gorgeous grandchildren.
Where is your son now?
My son is a professor at the University of Ottawa. His wife is a professor at the University of Carleton.
Because everyone...
My daughter is a doctor in education. My son-in-law has an MBA. 4 grandchildren. Howard, seriously.
Were you a fearful woman raising them? When you raised your children, were you afraid to even send... I mean, you're a woman who has seen monstrous things in the world. Were you afraid to send them out the door when they were children?
No.
You were not?
No, but I was always... I was a very good Jewish mother. I was a little, always worried, but not afraid.
You didn't put your fears into them?
No.
Because you have to be a fearful woman. You have to be afraid of what's out there. You must have woken up every morning and said, I hope my children don't die, that they don't... I mean, you must have been filled... No. Did you tell them about the Holocaust? Did you tell them what happened?
They know.
What age did you tell them?
They knew when they started to know how come they don't have a grandmother.
I see.
On a serious note.
But isn't that a tough thing, whether you should tell them or not? Because it makes the world a scary place for them. It's almost like telling them a nightmare story.
You have to know a little bit of going without scaring, but telling the truth. My children didn't have grandparents until I married Fred, who had parents. They didn't have grandparents on my side. That's true. Also because I was an only child, they didn't have uncles and aunts on my side. Fred was an only son.
You must have been.
So they didn't have.
You must have been a crackerjack in bed with how you feel about sex and pleasing a man. I mean, you must have been one fun broad in bed, right? I mean,
Robin,
really.
what should I answer to him about that? The answer is yes.
It is.
Okay, are you happy now?
Anything. Fred wanted a blowjob. You were right there on the spot, right?
Can I go now?
Did you ever tell Fred, listen, no blowjob? Did you ever punish him with sex by saying no?
You wouldn't do that.
No, I would never do that.
When you were at the height of your sexuality with Fred, was a strap-on off limits?
Howard, I want Robin to say.
All right.
Robin,
listen, Dr. Ruth Wine.
I want to make sure you'll plug the wine.
All right, Vandermoor.
Robin, I want to make sure that you tell people that I did not die.
Yeah, Dr. Ruth is alive.
You are very much alive.
Okay.
Do you worry about death? Seriously, you're now an older woman. You're 84 years old.
I'm not worried.
Do you ever sit and go, I probably have another year or two left?
No, I have friends who are 101. I'm going to be 101.
But even if you're 100...
I'll be on your program.
You will do it.
On my 100th birthday, I'm coming. Say Vandermoor.
Vandermoor. When you're 100 years old, will you push for plugs as hard, do you think, or will you be out of energy?
No, I will push as hard.
Do you still exercise? Every day?
My mouth.
Yeah,
That's
I see. All right. Let me tell you.
What about Nate Berkus? What was that all about?
Okay, he came and he did my whole apartment.
Right.
And in 3 days, my apartment in Washington Heights, overlooking the Hudson and the George Washington Bridge, looks like an apartment on 5th Avenue.
You love it.
And I love it. And I'm staying there forever.
He's a talented decorator.
And he is a superb, talented decorator. He's a very smart, wonderful friend.
Sounds like you got a free apartment job for the plug. Yeah.
And not only that,
you got all the angles.
I have a new best friend. I want you to come with me to his book party because there's a chapter on me.
Oh, Nate Berkus.
Oh, Robin, you and Howard will come to the book
Leon's
party.
on the phone. He wants to speak French to you to see if you really know French.
Leon?
Go ahead, Leon, real quick. Speak French to Dr. Ruth.
Well, I had to take myself, so I had to get by the best way I can.
Answer him in French, if you don't mind.
Je crois que je n'ai pas compris qu'est-ce qu'il a dit.
And say
Il faut le dire encore une fois, et peut-être vous allez me chanter une chanson en français.
Leon, answer her.
I'm going to make my wife quite cool.
All right, very nice, very good. His French is good, is it not? What do you think?
I said to him, sing me a song in French.
Leon, answer Dr. Ruth, please.
Be my own sister.
All right, impressive. Our audience is bilingual. Very nice.
Tell you everybody to drink the wine.
Everyone drink Vandermoor.
Now you said it nicely. Robin.
For more information, go to chateaud.com.
Chateau Diane.
Why are you saying D and it's Diane?
It's chateaud.com.
Maybe. Okay.
All right, okay. And check out Dr. Ruth at drruth.com and on Twitter at Ask Dr. Ruth. Great seeing you. I'm glad you are alive.
Don't wait another year to get me back.
All right, Dr. Ruth. Thank you. We'll be back
You're
right
the only man that I'm willing to get up at 6 in the morning to be here on your program.
You're turned on by me.
The only man in the world.
You're attracted to me. That's why.
Okay, we'll have dinner. With permission of your wife. Bye, Robin.
You think my wife will be jealous if I go out with you?
No.
Who knows what
she's going to take you for a ride.
I'm going to pay.
You're going to pay?
Yes. I'll take you for dinner.
Yeah.
Written permission of Beth.
Nobody ever pays for me. I would take you up on that. I would like that. Okay. All right. Except Robin pays sometimes. All right, Dr. Ruth, great seeing you.
Thank you.
And we'll go to dinner sometime.
Did you all hear
and
that?
you will give
Your
me
audience?
a hand job, because you have said in your books a hand job is not cheating. Am I correct?
That's not true.
No, hand job is cheating?
Absolutely. Goodbye.
What? All right, Dr. Ruth, everybody. We'll be back right after these words. Listen to this. It's good seeing you.
You can't say that we are boring.
No.
Come here.
No, not
Come
at
here. I
all.
want to give you a kiss. Hi there.
It's good to see you.
Thank you.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, call me again.
I'm too tall for you. Good to see you.
I want that picture.
You guys want to do a picture together?
I want a picture. Wait. Give me the hand.
I should
I
get
want
on my
a picture.
knees, don't you think? No, this is
I want a picture.
1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. There you
Okay.
go.
Awesome. I want a
Dr. Ruth,
picture,
thank you
okay.
for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Come with me 1 second. 1 second. Come on.
Where are we going? I got to do a commercial.
Yeah, wait. Open the door fast.
Dr. Ruth, you walk faster than I do.
Mark, I want you to say hi.
Hey,
This
Mark.
is the playwright.
Hey, what's happening?
Mark's on the man.
Really great job. Hey, what's happening?
And
There,
this is
guys?
David, the best tax attorney.
Oh, well,
in the
now,
world.
forget all of you. Now
And
listen,
his
I need help.
office is in the building here.
All right, good.
His office is in the building. Did you see that I got a kiss?
I did.
Another
Kiss.
one.
We got a lot of
Sit
kisses
down.
going on.
Okay.
Dr. Ruth, why do you get up in the morning for Howard? Why is he the only one? Why is he so special?
Because first of all, I usually don't let anybody call me before 9 in the morning because I'm out every night, someplace, opera or something else. And for him, because I actually get a pleasure of debating him because I always come out on top. Bye-bye.
Okay. Let's get down to brass tacks here.
Yeah. Let's get down to brass tacks.
All right, so who's here?
A very
Take your time.
I don't know how to put it. Icon in the radio business.
A very iconic person from the radio business.
Go fuck yourself, okay? Then you should have said that yourself.
Well,
Don't
I was
ask
waiting,
me,
man.
Don't ask me then.
You had a good 5-10 seconds of dead air there. I didn't know what to do. I panicked.
That's right.
Usually,
I wanted to see what you were going to do. And what did you
usually
do?
carry us.
And what did you do? You did nothing.
Yeah, you've been carrying me on your shoulders for years.
The radio
I didn't
went
know what
off.
to do.
They're showing off the air, and you did nothing. Okay?
I guess I got a little bit lazy.
Yeah. There you
I'm
go.
waiting for you to do all the
That's
talking.
because you know why you got lazy. Because you relaxed. If you just unloaded, you know what I'm saying?
I'm at least a few pounds
Yeah,
lighter
yeah,
right
I'll
now.
bet you did. Yeah, I'll bet you did on 37.
I'll show you the picture I took.
Everybody know he goes to the bathroom on 37.
Well, at least I don't go in the other bathroom like Tim.
Yeah, well, hey, that's another story.
Lesser of two
Anyway,
evils.
Carol Miller's here with a little bit of, sounds like she has bronchitis, so.
Oh, I'm going to keep my distance then.
Let's get her in here.
Hello.
Carol Miller, good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
I'll tell you something. For somebody who's got freaking whooping cough, it's going great.
You've rallied.
Yes, I've rallied, and I'm here.
That must be extremely tough, right this way.
Extremely tough. You know where I got it?
Where?
This place.
He's dating the Khaleesi.
There was whooping cough in the studio here. No, I work here, and I also work elsewhere. And so I came down with whooping cough really bad. It's going around again for crazy reasons. I don't have my whole voice. But what happened was, I was then told that another studio, that it was diagonally over there that somebody over there had it, came down with it, wiped out the studio, and they didn't tell anybody. Should I tell you who they are?
I'll let them be innocent. Wait, no, you tell me. Tell me who it is, actually. I want to.
Okay, Opie and Anthony.
Figures.
Yes, and I'm serious because you can't medically prove where you got something, but logic can dictate. Because if you never ran into whooping cough and you went into a studio, I was in their studio to get something, and then you get it, where'd you get it?
Exactly.
So there. So, I mean, I love Howard and Robin and everybody, and wish I could talk better today, but I don't care.
Yeah, I'll let you save your voice for the studio with Howard and Robin and
Yeah.
the gang.
They can make fun of me, I don't care.
All right, Carol, good to have you here.
Thank you.
I warn you in advance that she sounds terrible.
Why?
She's got like a throat. She's got a weird throaty, sicky thing going on.
Is she sick?
She says she's not. She said she was, and she's over.
She canceled
now.
2 weeks ago because she was sick, and I think she's still dealing.
She said
with the same
she said she's not sick anymore, but she still has but she sounds sick. I'm just warning you.
So is it distracting to talk to her? Will it sound bad?
A little bit, a tiny bit. It's hard to explain to the audience that she's a chick with a hot voice because that hot voice is not there. That's her tool.
Hey now. Hey, here, fellow radio person, Carol Miller is here. She works at Sirius, and she's still on Q104, I think, in New York. And she's had a spectacular radio career, and I love talking radio. She wrote a book called Up All Night, My Life and Times in Rock Radio. And what a charmed career. Ah, there you are. Hi.
A charmed career, you thought.
Oh, a charmed career, if ever there was one, and I'll tell you why. How are you?
Outside of whooping cough.
Oh, you have whooping cough?
No, wait, but yes.
Do me a favor. Don't be in here. I can't get that.
You can't because I'm not contagious anymore. But I swear.
Go sit in that booth. I swear to God.
Don't worry about it. I'm begging you. Don't worry about it.
You're begging me. I'm scared. I'm so afraid of germs.
I know. So am I.
You have whooping cough?
Let me tell you something. You know whose fault it is?
I feel like I'm getting it already.
Wait, let me put this in.
Don't come near me.
No, don't worry about it.
Please, I don't want to get sick.
You're not going to get it.
All right, sit back far on the couch.
All right, here.
And you sound like you have whooping cough.
Yeah, I know I don't sound right, but you know something? You can make fun of me. I don't care. I'm here.
No, I'm not going to make fun of you. I'm
I
a
love
fan.
you. I wanted to come.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you wanted to come. Should have waited a few more weeks
No,
until you felt better.
You know something? You could just postpone enough. People go, who cares,
Wow, I'm so paranoid of germs. I've got
yeah, you and Jerry Seinfeld, forget about it.
Jerry Seinfeld, never mind Jerry Seinfeld. I've got such a bad case. Like I can't touch things. I'm like completely
Look, I got
whacked.
gloves on. You're not getting it.
All right, thank you.
Look.
Get Carol a surgical mask.
No.
Or you. I don't know. Somebody needs a mask.
No, because I have so much I want to talk to you about.
There's plenty to talk about.
Yeah. Your voice going to be all right?
I don't care. If you can listen to it, I'll listen to it.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know if the fans will, but I will. So you're still on Q104?
Yes.
Now, have you been able to work with whooping cough?
I was off for the last week and a half.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, but you know whose fault it is?
Whose?
Jenny McCarthy.
Why?
Because there's all these women who have these cockamamie ideas that children shouldn't get vaccines. And no, I use her name in jest because she's one of them, but they are saying now that they don't want the children to have vaccines. So therefore, a lot of, illnesses that were banished in the 20th century.
But whooping cough, I'm going to get it now.
You're not getting it.
Robin, I'm coming to your apartment.
No, you're not.
No, I want to be out of the studio.
You're not getting it.
I'm not?
Way beyond.
Why do you think I'm not getting it?
Because after 5 days of antibiotics, which I've been on for like 2 weeks,
right?
You're not contagious.
All right.
And I didn't kiss you.
All right, don't kiss me. I would like to kiss you, but I'm not going to. So the reason I said you had a charmed career, Carol was one of these DJs I used to listen to, especially when I was younger. And really, I would imagine the other DJs at your radio stations were jealous of you because rock stars and anybody who came and visited, they'd put you in videos. You were in Ian Hunter's video. You were, which is one of the all-time great videos. What was the song that that was?
Only the Good Ones Are Taken.
Only the Good Ones Are Taken. Carol was so hot that Ian Hunter looked at her, put her in the video, and I can imagine that every DJ on the radio station was jealous because you were getting these outside opportunities. True?
Well, you know, I never took it really that seriously. I think the guys were always kind of like more jealous about their careers, and I thought it was funny.
Right. Well, you know, I just think that for a guy at a radio station, it's tough when the woman gets a... I remember the WNEW calendar. They'd do a calendar every year of all the DJs, and guys would be like just wanting to see Carol Miller's pictures in the calendar.
And you know what? Those crazy calendars, they always wanted people to dress up like somebody else, and I said, that's nuts.
Right.
I don't want to wear a clown hat. I don't do that.
Right, yeah. But I just know that it was a charmed career in that you were you like a valedictorian of your high school?
Yeah, salutatorian.
Yeah, salutatorian, the second to the valedictorian.
Yeah, they left off the .03 on my extra AP credit.
So you're this brilliant girl. Your father was what, a doctor?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. And you were going to college. You were being groomed to be a doctor or a lawyer.
Doctor, and I became a lawyer actually.
Did you actually get a law degree?
Yes.
Did you pass the bar?
I did everything I did, and I stayed in radio.
So when your father heard you wanted to go into radio, he was completely freaked out and pissed, right?
Well, he was beyond that. My father... You see, I know enough about you from your family and listening to your wonderful family that your father never really thought you were a moron. He loved you. My father thought I was a moron.
No, my father thought I was a moron.
No, my father, you're a moron, and I'll write off the last 20 years. You're a moron.
Yeah, but you weren't a moron. I mean, you were really good in school and stuff, and so the idea that you were, you know, gonna
horrible.
What school? What college did you go to?
University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I mean, so that's like about as Ivy League as you get. University of Pennsylvania. You're this brilliant a daughter of a doctor. It looks like you're on track to really have this great life.
Yep.
Why? You don't seem like somebody who was in love with radio. Why did you even go down and volunteer? You know what I mean? I mean, in your history as a kid growing up, were you enamored with the radio?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you were?
See, no, I don't blame you if you didn't read my book.
No, I haven't read it yet. I'll read it.
It's a lot to read, but it's funny. I always loved radio from the get-go. And it was a very, very important part of my life. And I always found that there was an invisible party in my room called Radioland.
Right.
And as a kid, you know, I was DXing and listening to all my invisible friends come home from school, and Murray the K and Cousin Brucey, they'd all be there just at the flick of a switch.
Was life easy for you as a kid? I mean, being this beautiful and, I mean, you know, you could have gone into modeling, I'm pretty sure. You were that hot, right?
Well, not in those days, I'll tell you. So I did a little modeling when I was a teenager.
So you must have been the charmed kid at school, right?
No. You know, those days... It wasn't that easy for us Jews. I'm really darker, you know, when they gave you a lot of trouble.
Were you a popular kid in school?
I was popular as being the smart kid.
Were guys banging you at a young age?
I didn't know what banging was.
Oh, you were very naive sexually.
Well, if you read the book, you'll see I'm from such a background that makes it funny that I didn't know from anything.
Right. And so you weren't going out with guys and guys weren't hitting on you?
Well, they were hitting on me, but I was going, I don't do that. I can't do that.
You were a good girl.
I came from an Orthodox background.
When did you start having sex? In college?
Under pressure, yes, in college.
What do you mean pressure? Some guy talked you into it and you weren't really ready?
No, the women's lib movement came and dragged me kicking and screaming.
You mean you felt you had to have sex because of the
Yes.
But the women's lib movement would have been just the opposite, saying you don't have to be pressured into having sex.
No, women's lib movement was a hoax.
It was?
Yeah.
Why was it a hoax?
But the whole deal, Howard, was that women weren't supposed to have sex, and so being liberated meant having sex.
See, the women's lib movement, and hi, Robin, I think it was cooked up by guys to make women think that it was their idea to do this.
Right, right.
Because that way they had a reason, they had an intellectual reason to do this.
So how do you get into radio? You go down to the college radio station, you start to volunteer like I did, right?
Yeah.
And you start to, and you're really good at it. I mean, you had a very natural delivery. You weren't sort of struggling to be on the radio. It was kind of easy.
Well, the thing was this, you know, even though I sound like a frog right now,
right,
I could do Joan Rivers really good right now.
I know in a week I'm going to be sounding like this.
Yeah. No, don't worry.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Keep telling me that. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
No, it was the whole start of the FM thing.
Yeah.
And I did not really make a connection between, Top 40 AM and the new direction of FM. And this was a whole new world that was kind of opening up. And so I didn't really have a role model. The only woman that I had heard on the air, of course, here in New York was Alison Steele.
Yeah.
And she was very beautiful and glamorous. She was an older woman, but she had a persona.
Yeah, she was like an announcer.
Well, no, she had an act of that she was the Nightbird.
Right.
And I had this crackpot idea, because all I was a kid, that if I could be your friend on the radio, like, the guys could be your friend.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about you. It was like you were a friend on the radio.
Yeah.
And, you being a super hot chick, it was kind of cool. Then you saw you and it was like, wow, maybe that's a girl I could get. You know what I mean? Because she's friendly.
She's friendly.
No one's friendly who looks like that. But, of course, I fell for it.
But by the way, you're looking very good right now.
Oh, thank you.
And I love the show.
Oh, America's Got Talent.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun doing it.
I love the harp guy.
Earth Harp, yeah, he was terrific. He really was good. So, did you ever bang a listener? Would a listener ever get you? No, I don't think so.
No.
Because, and I would imagine that you get out of college and you get a job at WMMR in Philadelphia, which is unbelievable to me. Because if someone would have taken me out of college and given me a job at WMMR, I think I would have just died and gone to heaven.
I got the job while I was still in college.
Wow.
And they offered me the job, and they said, okay, you can do weekends and fill-ins. And I said, great. And then I realized that some of the fill-ins might be what classes were on.
Yeah.
I figured it wouldn't happen, but it did.
Yeah.
So I was cutting class to fill in.
Can you imagine? I mean, when I was in college, I was so bad on the radio. I mean, MMR to me would have been the pinnacle of my radio career if I could have gotten there. And while you're in college, you get a job there. Do you think your looks played into it, though? Did it help you get in the door? Because you're so stunning.
Well, thank you, but I don't think so, but thank you.
Yeah, but come on. I mean, rock stars were banging you.
No, they were trying.
Right, and they were putting you in videos because of your look. Your beauty also played into
nice
this.
Of you.
Did the radio programmers hit on you?
Yes.
Yes, they did.
But, see, here was the joke.
They probably thought if they gave you a job, they could bang you.
Yes, but here's the thing. I was pretty naive. My whole concept was that I was totally into the music. I was started out, I was going to be the secretary at the college rock station.
Right.
And file records.
Right.
I didn't think a girl could do this. But when I got the idea that I wanted to do it because somebody teased me at the radio station, they said, oh, you think you can do this, huh?
Right.
I said, all right. So I said, well, it's a gimmick. They just hired an English guy, so maybe they need a girl. And I'll surprise them because I'll actually know what I'm talking about. And so the guy that introduced me on the air the very first day actually does shows here at Sirius XM.
Who's that?
Michael Tierson.
Oh, yeah, I listen to him on Deep Track.
Yeah, well, and he was just the same guy, and I'll never forget this. People are who they are, and I say this with no animosity. He looks at me, it's in the book, and he goes, we won't be needing a girl around here, so you won't be here for very long. And this is what he said before the mic went on. And I looked at him, and I'm 20 years old, Yeah. Then he puts the mic on. He said, and now we have Carol Miller. He says, this is a microphone. And I said, does it bite? And I went on, and then I just did my show.
He was condescending. Were you nervous on the radio when you first got on, or you were relaxed?
Oh, no. Very nervous, but I pretend to be relaxed.
Yeah. I pretended to be relaxed. It didn't help. I was awful. I was awful.
Nervous.
I was so bad at it.
No, how could you be awful?
I was awful, and I was so bad at it that even queuing up these records and putting them out. You want some water?
No, I got here coffee.
I feel like I should put you in the hospital. Not let alone.
I've been. They don't want me there.
They don't want you in the hospital?
No, she can't even be in the hospital.
Right. I'm so scared I'm going to get whooping cough. I mean, oh my God. Yeah, Dan, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, I just want to say that that whooping cough is very contagious, Howard.
Oh my God.
Oh no, don't call and say that.
Oh no. Oh my God. Oh,
no, I'm telling you, I wouldn't come here. I wouldn't do that to you. I'm a responsible person.
Okay. Well, anyway, I catch everything.
So do I.
So You've had a radio career unlike mine, where I think people, you were on the fast track. You were at MMR. You got to PLJ in New York, WNEW FM in New York. And you know what's shocking? A lot of people don't realize this, and if they read Carol's book, they will. In the beginning of her career, in the beginning of my career, you could play whatever you wanted on the radio. The DJs were in charge of the music.
She picked her own music.
That's right. You got to pick your own music, which I hated because, A, I didn't care about the music. I just wanted to be an announcer.
Thank you.
And I found it to be a big pain in my ass. I was looking to be on the radio. I didn't care what songs I played. I didn't understand this passion that everybody had.
Well, in the book, I make an argument about this because the idea is to present music that people like.
Right.
It shouldn't matter who picks it.
Right.
And people say, do you pick your own music? I said, did you like it?
Right.
That's all that counts. Now, at the beginning, we had just a certain number of albums, 10 rock albums, the brand new albums.
Right.
Now, in a few years, you have 100. How are you going to present 100 new albums every day to everybody and expect them to hear something new every day and even retain it?
I know.
You can't do that.
It's an impossible job. I say program directors have the hardest job. They have to sit there. Their whole careers are based on trying to figure out what people want to hear.
Right.
It's insane.
It's a joint thing where you say, yeah, you want to introduce people to music, but people say they want to hear everything new, but they really don't because they can't. They want to hear some things new and then the things they like. And it's kind of a balance of making it sound like you're hearing the new things, introducing them, and also playing things they like.
How old were you when Steven Tyler took up with you? You had like a 6-month love affair with Steven Tyler,
well, I don't
right?
have a love affair, but yeah.
How amazing is that? I mean, you're working at the radios. Like, I've worked at radio stations. Nobody's looking for love affairs with me. No rock stars, female rock stars, or male ones for that matter, want to know me. I mean, it must have been so incredible. How old were you?
26.
You're a 26-year-old girl working at a radio station. Steven Tyler, one of the biggest rock stars in the world. Certainly someone fantastic, right?
You have to understand something. First of all, as a person, he's a funny person. You know him.
Yeah.
He's a sweet guy, but he needs supervision.
Right.
As I wrote in the book, I wasn't sure if he could use a bank machine, when they invented them.
Nor did he have to learn to use one.
That's right, because he had a manager. They didn't have to do anything.
Right.
But the whole thing, if you read my book, the funny part is that because of the background that I come from, I wasn't looking for, sex and love affairs. I was on a mission to find a husband because I was getting old.
Right.
From my
26.
Yeah, I saw the bloomers off the rose.
Right.
So I'm working at night. Who do you meet? Engineers, program directors, and rock stars that come through the station.
Who are you going to go with?
Well, who asks you out?
Right.
So as hard as it is to believe, me meeting the rock stars was like somebody meeting somebody from the office.
Right, yeah.
And
they were interested. You had the look. They you were cute as hell. You're a young girl. They were looking for young girls, and you have a good career going. Were you making a lot of money when you were 26?
Well, I have never made a lot of money, to be honest with you, Howard.
Is that true?
Absolutely true.
You're one of the best, I would say, if you take
he would
radio,
always talk about Carol Miller.
Allison Steele, there were guys, when you think about it in terms of like a baseball or Major League Baseball, to be on a New York radio station, especially at a young age, that is considered the pinnacle. You can't do much better than that. Every disc jockey wants to come to New York and get one of these jobs.
Right.
And you're saying there was no money in it.
No, what I'm saying is
what was your best year? How much?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah. I'm curious because people think it's like you're a multimillionaire walking around.
Oh, yeah. Before the pay cut, my best year was $160,000.
Yes. Now, it's pretty amazing. $160,000.
I don't make that now.
Right.
And let me tell you why. It's not, first of all, when I got into radio, there was, and I was not a performer artist like you are. I'm a DJ.
Right.
And there was a thing called parody, AM and FM. AM always got more. Because and so I was paid, when I started at PLJ, I don't mind saying this, I got about $30,000 a year.
Right.
It went further than whatever now. That money, I mean, I could do the whole math for you, how you could go, the cost of living and everything.
I tell my guys now, I talk to them about radio. I said, this idea, we've got the best jobs in the world. I said, you have no idea what's doing out there in radio. Here's a person who's at the pinnacle.
Right.
And sure, $160,000 is a great amount of money. But it ain't some millionaire running around on the radio.
And then I got... go ahead, Robin.
I was just going to say, it's that other thing that Howard always talks about, being famous with no money.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is this. There were two factors, and the other one I accepted and understood. I was told point blank when I started, we're not going to give you as much as the men because they have a family to support. Now, no, wait a minute. You know something? I understood that. This was not we're going back 30-some-odd years.
Right.
This was not beyond my comprehension. I said, well... That's right. I don't. You know, what
but they didn't hire a family. They hired a man.
But that was the thinking.
You rationalized it somehow so you could get through the day.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Because it's really not fair. How do they know what your situation is? Maybe you were supporting your family.
Yeah,
you don't know.
I know that, but it was a different time, so I was happy to have the job.
Right.
You know, they didn't want to have women in the first place. I was up for a job at PLJ twice, and they said they weren't ready to have a woman
Larry
yet.
Berger was the PD?
Finally, he hired me, yes.
Yeah.
And he...
Yeah, I was frustrated by him. I was going to be the new morning guy at PLJ. Jim Kerr was the morning man.
That's right.
And Larry Berger called me. I was working in Detroit. And he said, all I wanted in my career was to be the morning man at WPLJ. You know, if I could have had that, that would have been like... I would have thought I died and went to heaven. So Larry Berger gives me the big call, and he says, I'm watching you. I said, you're watching me? Hire me. No, I got this guy in the morning, Jim Kerr. I could fire him. No, I'm not going to fire him. Maybe I'll put you on at night at some point and let you do nights, but you can only talk for 3 minutes, 3 minutes an hour. I said, but that's not what I do, and why would you hire me? Well, so I had to wait. Then I went to Washington, D.C. He said, I'm going to look at you and see how you do in Washington. I didn't hear from him. I'm waiting, like for Mashiach. And then finally, NBC called me, so I went. But I would have died to work at the station you were working at. It was a great rock station.
It was the best. It was a great team. But I can tell you something. I know why, and I know you had it in for Jim because of that.
No, not for Jim. I'm happy for Jim.
I know, but you used to joke about it.
I joke about it.
I know.
Yeah.
He was... and I put him in the book. He was like Little Lord Fauntleroy.
Yeah.
He was the whitest person I ever saw in my life.
Yeah.
He was from Cornstick, Michigan. He had long blonde hair, but he had the voice of like
a great voice.
James Bond. And
he had a great voice. I remember I used to listen to him. I think this must be the best looking guy on the planet. And then you see him, he's just a regular guy.
He was a child.
Yeah, right.
And so anyway, the girls loved him. So he was doing very well.
Was he getting a lot of sex, Jim Kerr, being the morning man at PLJ?
I can't speak for him, but from what I hear, yes.
Yeah, I imagine so, right? And you, meanwhile, were not slow. Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
Steven himself says in his book his penis was massive, and it was huge, right?
You know something? Which book? The new book or the old book?
I don't know which book. I remember that his penis is big.
It's hard for me to remember. You know why? Because that wasn't really the most important part of the relationship. And you know why? Because most of these rock stars, it's in everybody's head that it's all about the sex. Meanwhile, it's really not. And you know that. When I was going out with Steven, it was really more about, he was a really fun, friendly guy. It's hard to explain that would be a friend of yours in 8th grade. Right. And he loved to do crazy things like wrap yourself in blankets and run around a room.
When he asked you out, were you shocked? I mean, he was like one of the biggest rock stars, still is.
Yeah, but you see, yes, but I come from a background where there were no posters in my room as a child.
You didn't worship these guys?
No. I just thought they were good at what they did, and it would be fun to go out with them because of the fun.
Did they understand you had a regular job? Because these guys are like children. They're want, like children. They want a woman with them 24/7.
That's right.
And if you can't be with them 24/7...
Right. Exactly. And Steven Tyler was such a decent guy that... if you read the book, I hope people do, because it's very funny the way I meet him. I thought he was dead because he falls asleep in a bed and this and the whole thing. And I'm never going to go out with him because he's an idiot.
What you're referring to is that Stephen was using drugs.
Yeah.
And you're there with him, and he uses drugs, and he passes out.
Right, but that was the first time I met him.
And you thought he died.
Yeah, and I said, how am I going to get out of the hotel? I'm going to be the last person seen with a rock star. If you read the chapter, I pour water on his face, and it's funny.
He's out cold.
Out cold. But then he winds up calling me back. And I realize this guy's out of his gourd.
But wait a second. The kicker to the story is you call his manager or somebody and they say, stick some fried eggs underneath his nose and he'll be revived. They'd obviously been through this with him.
Yes.
And they stuck fried eggs under his nose. You did it. And he woke up and and that was it. He was fine.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then I left.
Were you doing a lot of drugs back then?
No. I never was really a drug person.
So when Steven's partying, what are you doing?
Oh, I'll tell you. When I did start going out with him, because it was a few months later, he came back. They were working on the record. Because of my hours, he was coming up to the radio station. Come on out. You want to go here? You want to go there? Sure. So that's how it started. And, he'd fly me to places and this and that.
So you held out a long time before you gave him sex, right? You were not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, see, even though he really wasn't a candidate with a capital C, I was on that Jewish look for a husband. And
did you really think Steven Tyler was going to end up being your husband?
No, but I thought Paul Stanley would.
Paul Stanley of Kiss?
Yes.
He asked you out. He asked you out. You went out with him, and you had a loving relationship with him.
Yes, he's
for how long?
A few months, and then they went on tour. But I've been friends with him ever since then.
Paul good in bed?
He is a wonderful guy. I have nothing bad to say. His mother just passed away.
You think Paul Stanley broke up with you because you're a Jewish girl and he wanted something more exotic? He wanted he wanted some exotic sort of Catholic girl or something he couldn't get in high school.
In the book, I wrote that, but I'm writing that kind of humorously because I realized that my understanding of guys coming from my little Orthodox type background was so limited that I thought every guy is looking to settle down.
Right.
Even the guy that wears spandex on stage.
Did your parents ever sit you down and go, honey, you're dating the wrong kind of guy?
They never talked to me about dating. I wasn't allowed to go on a date, and then they were worried I wasn't married.
I see. So when you're going out with Paul Stanley, the legendary feud between him and Gene Simmons is that they don't get along.
Oh, that's bullshit.
That's all right. You can say that here. Paul Stanley did get along with Gene Simmons?
Yeah.
He didn't have a bad word to say about him?
No.
And you're telling me you really don't remember Steven Tyler's penis size, or are you just one of those people that doesn't want to talk about it?
I don't want to talk about it. It was, look, I'm not, what's those plastic caster people? I'm not that.
Were you satisfied, though, sexually from Steven?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have cared. I was having a good time on the plane.
Right. Were you in love with him?
No.
It was about just sort of hanging.
Yes, I realized that.
Wow. That's like a dude. You were like a dude.
Well, but I was a friend. It was like the friends with benefits thing.
But Paul Stanley you were in love with?
Yes.
And when he broke your heart?
Well, I wouldn't say that. I didn't understand they were going on tour, and I didn't understand, and he told me, later on, of course, guys like we shouldn't get married. We go on tour. He was straight ahead also.
Right.
But the funny part in the book was, I just didn't understand these things. I didn't go around like beating myself up. I thought it was my hair's too dark, my teeth are bad.
When Ian Hunter asked you to be in a video, which I think
wasn't him. It was his manager.
Was that manager trying to get in your pants?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's the great. I was talking about MTV with somebody. MTV was so amazing. Watching these videos was like our art form. It was like great artists were coming out of this. But some of them now, when you look back at them, like the Ian Hunter video you were in, you had the cutest hairdo in that. Your ponytail is off to the side.
I did that myself.
I love that. And you look super hot in it, and all these hot chicks are in it. And of course, they're all chasing Ian Hunter around. They're running their fingers through his hair. Ian Hunter smoking a cigarette through the whole thing.
Yeah, with the sunglasses.
With the sunglasses on. Ridiculous, right?
Right.
Ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous.
No, it's all ridiculous.
And now it's all gone. I mean, there's no more of that. You don't see videos playing an important part.
Well, thank goodness, because it went over the top. I mean, who needs it, really?
Yeah. Are you sad by how radio is declining now, that people are just not as excited about it? It doesn't have the same clout it used to have?
I think that it's all a matter of marketing and advertising, and this is why. I call radio the Maytag of media.
Right.
It's like you need it. Everybody has it. The guy sits there, it doesn't break, but when it does, oh my God, the radio's broken. And we, collectively in radio, did not do our job in glamorizing and showing the attractiveness and the total utility and the superior appeal of radio.
I agree.
It is, you can't turn it off. It doesn't break down. You don't have to upload, download. You don't have to do anything to it. You can't stop it. It bounces off the stratosphere. The government can't shut it down. There are just so many reasons why it is the perfect sonic component. And yet, because of marketing, people have allowed people to think that walking around the street with little plastic things in their ears with canned music is hip. It's just marketing. And I think one of the things about...
So it makes you sad that the DJ is not appreciated.
I wouldn't say that. I would say that the media likes to think that.
Yeah, I think the DJ is appreciated. I think the audience likes to hear somebody,
yes,
you know?
I'm going to tell you something. The two people that besides here, of course, Mel Karmazin came and, elevated Sirius XM. But I have to hand it to Bob Pittman, because I work for Clear Channel. And because he started MTV,
right.
He came in there, and he understands that. He loves radio, and everything he does is with a splash.
Yes.
And I really think that
he gets the show business of it.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
And when it all comes out in the wash, because it's going to come out, how many devices could we have? It's just ridiculous. We have to have the one that works. Radio is going to be standing, and people are just all excited by their latest thumb thing.
Yeah, well, that thumb thing is delivering music in a way that doesn't have commercials, and that's what's going to eventually win out. You know that.
You know something?
You don't think so?
Let me ask you a question. This is my other theory. I wish I could talk better.
I know. You should have waited to come in when your voice was all right.
Then you would have said, "Oh, she's over. It's done."
No, I wouldn't have.
Never.
You're wrong.
Why
No, I
say
think you're
that?
struggling with your voice. I got to ask you something.
Yeah.
You were married. I guess it was your first marriage to Mark Goodman, the VJ, right?
Yeah.
Was that your first or your second marriage?
First.
Yeah, you're married now, right?
Yes.
Your first marriage, Mark Goodman, the VJ. He was a big deal back then because he was on MTV.
Yes, but I knew him before.
Right. And you worked with him where, at MMR?
No, actually at PLJ for a little bit, but I had a lot of friends in common from MMR.
The rumor I heard, this was a rumor, you don't address it in your book, but tell me if it's true or false. You came home one day and you discovered him in bed with two women, and it blew your mind. I mean, of course it would blow your mind. It's your husband. True or false?
No, false.
It looks like you're looking in your mind for whether that's. I mean, that's something you wouldn't forget.
What is this related
No.
to?
I'm wondering which story you've gotten it confused with somebody else. No,
somebody told me that, and I didn't know if it was true or not. And I said, "Look at this guy."
No, but.
How many women was it? Was it more than two?
No. I never came home and found him in bed with a woman, but I did. Well, look, it is what it was. I think he is another person who, certain guys, when their fame goes to their head and they're at a certain age, and I have it in the book too. Even my father said, give him a year, let him stop around, he'll come back.
Really? Your dad said that? Isn't that interesting when your father says that to you? It makes you wonder what he did to your mom.
No, because you're married. The men do this, it's the old way.
Right.
Let him get it out of his system.
So did you wait the year to see if he'd get it out of his system?
And then my father says, let him get it out of his system and get an AIDS test.
I see. Do you run into him in the halls around here? He works here as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Do you ever run into him?
Once or twice.
Really? Is it ugly?
How
is it
is
like,
that?
hey, you don't talk to him, he doesn't talk to you?
No, I'll tell you something. When he left, it was my choice. I decided I'm not going to be... He left... He ran off with somebody else, whatever. I'm not going to be the groveling whatever. I'm going on the air and working. And I was shocked. I'm from a very conservative background. So I just went about my business, and I decided never to see him again.
Right.
I never saw him again until a few years ago in the Sirius studios.
That's what I say, yeah. I would imagine you run into each other, yeah.
Yes, I ran into him.
How awkward was that on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most awkward?
Well, because I have a sense of humor, and I think Lifetime is a funny channel.
Yeah.
And I've been through so much crap.
Yeah.
If you read my book, I'm cancer and this and that,
So much cancer, right? You've been through.
Yes, and I never told anybody.
Were you a smoker? Were you a cigarette smoker?
No.
It's just, you got breast cancer when you were like
and
20.
Uterine cancer, yes.
Just like that. Was it in your family?
It killed everybody.
Wow.
So
and did you had a mastectomy?
Two.
And then you had two mastectomies.
All of it. They put me back together 10 times.
What with an implant they put?
Oh, please! I don't want to talk about.
What do you mean you don't want? You talk about it in your book, no?
Yes, but I don't. I look like a person, right?
No, you look terrific. I'm saying.
Yes, I've been through hell and back.
No, you really have.
I just finished up radiation last year from the inside. You don't want to know.
You had what type of other cancer did you have?
Uterine. They took the plumbing out too.
Wow.
And you know what my joke is?
Yeah.
I asked. You know who I asked this question to? Naomi Wolf, the feminist.
Right.
She has a few cards in the deck that I think are loose. I said, would you consider me a woman? Now. I don't have any parts.
What did she say?
She was a little stumped.
Of course you're a woman.
No, I'm saying that humorously.
Yeah, but is that how you feel inside? That
no.
You're not a woman?
I feel exactly the same. Exactly the same, because you know something?
Then why would you ask her that?
Because she wrote a book about, she just came out with a book about how your body parts are related to your brain, and I thought it was crazy.
Yeah, look, I only have 2 inches, and I consider myself a man, even though technically I'm a woman. All right? That's it. You got to think of yourself the way you are.
No. I think of myself as a woman.
It's in your brain, right?
That's right. It's in your brain. What are you, 2 inches? It's barely a clitoris I got down there.
No, everything.
My balls are a good size.
Well, I think of myself as a woman, and not only that, I'm like Barbie.
Right.
Because they put me back like Barbie.
I like you better this way, quite frankly.
Well, thank you.
I think all that internal stuff is disgusting. I like a woman who's been cleaned out a little. Honestly.
Between you and me?
Yeah, much better.
Yes.
No, but the cancer, I mean, you've looked to death in the eye, right?
And back. I've had MRSA twice in the hospital.
You've had what?
You know, that staph infection.
Oh, yeah.
Twice.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I've had.
Is that from the treatment?
No, that's from the hospitals. You get the.
You pick up stuff.
Yeah, I've had. You wouldn't believe what I've had. I'm like the cockroach that ate Manhattan. But I swear, I got a sense of humor.
And you've had
about
what?
it.
Radiation and chemo?
Radiation. They didn't give me the chemo because I had a heart murmur, and I don't like.
Wow.
I had the 2 mastectomies, and
you've had like what, 10 surgeries there, right?
About 25.
25 surgeries.
I'm not kidding.
Why the 25? To reconstruct?
Yes, because I had infections and all kinds of problems. But you know something?
God. You've been through hell.
Yes, I call myself Queen Cut Me Up.
And did you go through the divorce all through that?
Here's the fun part that's in the book, where because I do have a sense of humor thanks to my father, who I miss very much. When I was going through the divorce, I went through the divorce, and all of a sudden I came down with it.
No.
And I don't mind saying this, but it's in the book, so I could say this. He sued me for my half for the co-op.
Mm-hmm.
Because New York state law at that time was just an investment. So you could sue. They didn't.
Right. Well, it's a marital asset, yeah.
Yeah. So I was at his lawyer's office, and he's not a bad person. I think he just didn't get it. I said, listen, I have cancer, and I am paying for all this other stuff right now. Could you please, not sue me? So they delayed it for 5 years if he would have the money. But he came and got me anyway. It was right on the door, affixed to the door. And I had to pay $43,000 and then another $23,000 while I was going through all this shit, plus driving my father to chemotherapy.
Mm.
And guess what? I had a nice apartment.
Yeah. Well, you've been through a lot.
Yeah, and you know what?
Don't you think radio is a dismal career? I mean, you've had a pretty good one, but most guys just really get the shit beaten out of them, don't they?
Yeah, it's...
It's not... management doesn't take kindly to DJs, do they? They don't really appreciate them, do they?
I never really thought it was a career, and that's why I got into it. I thought it was something so new and exciting like the Beatles.
Yeah.
But it's been wonderful to me because...
you wouldn't recommend it to other kids when you go coming out of college?
I don't know what type of opportunities there are.
Right.
Because you know what it is? If you really work, if you really love what you're doing, because I really like hanging out and talking to people.
Right.
Maybe I feel like, when I was a kid listening, like I'm on the other side of the radio. and I'm your friend. And I really mean that.
Yeah.
And I like it so much that I've shown up for work sick and this and that. It's not because I'm stupid or a martyr.
You love it.
I love to do it. And you
still
do too.
love to do it, yeah. And when you saw Mark in the hallway after all of, as you say, you had financial issues with him, and you were going through cancer. You saw him. So because you have a good sense of humor, what did you say to him when you saw him after all this time?
Well, the first thing he said, he was very nice, and he said, "Oh, you look exactly the same. I can't believe it. You didn't get fat." But I wasn't sure why you were supposed to get fat. But anyway, we were talking, and, you know, he does have a daughter from a second marriage.
Right.
And then I think there was another marriage. And then he said that he realized that he was a fool. I mean, he was sincere, and that he didn't understand what we had. And that's when I saw Lifetime Movie of the Week.
Well, you know, guys do learn. You know, sometimes you don't realize what you have when you have it.
And that's always I'm not saying I don't write a bad book about a bad person, and that's not a big focus of the book at all.
Was it hard to get the book published because
no?
Because you know, you think about it with radio and stuff. Sometimes people don't give a shit. You know.
Do you know that I was never going to write a book. What happened was I got a letter from an editor at HarperCollins. I was opening the Warren Zevon book.
Right.
And there's a letter in there saying, "Did you ever think of writing your memoirs? We bet you have some great rock stories." And I said, "Wow, they think I should write a book about rock star gossip." And I said, "Oh, no, I wouldn't want to do that, but I'll talk to them." HarperCollins.
Yeah, well, you know, I could see why you'd think that. I mean, you've banged quite a few rock stars.
Not that many.
Whitesnake, that guy, right?
Oh, but that's who
the whole
cares?
band.
No. What's his name? Coverdale, right?
Yeah. Look.
Big get in the world of women and men.
It's a big.
Hey, by the way, the name Whitesnake.
Yeah, I got that part.
Was named after his penis.
I guess so.
Is it
that big?
Is it that crazy big?
No.
So
nobody's like that.
Tyler is like that.
No, he's not like that.
I know a woman who blew him, and she told me it was huge.
She has a small mouth.
Really? Do you really think so? Wow, because she claimed that,
oh, give me a break.
Some guy told me you got a blowjob next to Steven on the tour bus, and he said it was monstrous.
No, listen, that whole thing. I have to tell you something. When I went out with these people, I actually was their girlfriend. And I'm dead serious. I never saw any of this crap. Yeah. I never saw groupies except when they would throw things at me.
But do you feel incredibly special when a guy like Steven Tyler or the Whitesnake guy, they're at the top, they're on the top, they're being catered to, and you're the girl on the arm?
You know why? I think it's great that they invited me. I like being there, but I know damn well that if it was any other pretty girl, it would be them too.
Right? Yeah, that's true.
And that's what.
Very smart that way.
You know, yeah. I was looking for a relationship, and but I also got to go to a lot of nice restaurants and airplanes.
Right.
What can I tell you? I
it's fun being on those private jets with the guy and he's hanging out with the band. It's pretty heady stuff. I mean, for a young girl,
it's fun, but you have to know that that's not reality.
Not real. No.
And you say, what would they do if you had a flat tire? Would they be coming to fix it and help you? No.
How's your marriage now?
Great.
Good dude or what?
My husband is Paul Logus. He is a recording engineer, mixer, producer, and he's doing a lot of mastering right now.
You never caught him in bed with two girls at the same time? Maybe that's where I heard it from.
No, I never did.
Good.
No, I think you met him at your party.
Yeah.
He is doing, the music business has been really crazy. He was the guy who did, you remember when Jimmy Page did, redid Kashmir, Come With Me. He produced that with Puff Daddy. He did all the big hits with P. Diddy and all the Bad Boy stuff in the 90s. He mixed all that stuff with a couple of his friends, Bad Boy Music. And now he's doing a lot of mastering. He did Anthrax, just did Stone Sour.
Wow. Did you ever end up in bed with a girl? Never.
No.
You're too good of a girl.
No, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
I find I'm a regular girl. To me, it's like, disgusting. I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're into guys.
Wait a minute. Why do guys like that?
please. Why do guys like that?
They like to see it, but I don't.
It's a scene. It's a scene.
Yeah, I know, but no.
You got to be a guy to understand.
I guess so, but I go, bleh.
Yes, Jeff the Drunk.
Yeah, my cousin died from the whooping cough.
Oh no! Don't even tell me that. I'm gonna get it now.
You had 4 GLs.
Marianne from Brooklyn, go ahead.
You know, Carol, I really like you a lot, and there's 2 things I have to say. It is contagious, Howard. Don't dare go near that booth or any microphones or shake a hand or kiss a goodbye. Because when I went to AGT, I had a very bad cold, and I went for whooping cough diagnosis, which it wasn't. But there's 2 very important things. Carol, you can get it from children not having shots, and also your shot must have wore off. So whoever's...
I know how
I don't have a whooping cough shot.
I never had one.
You have it when you were little, Howard.
Oh, for God.
I'll tell you how.
Oh, maybe it's in the 3 shot.
Knowing my parents, they didn't get me one. I'm telling you.
No, I know.
Why didn't your parents get you a whooping
We
cough?
all had them. What happened was...
Yours worn off, right?
Right.
What happened was... We never got booster shots because
Right.
Wait, you're not
I never
getting
had
it
a
from me.
booster shot.
No.
Oh.
You're not.
Carol,
Listen, she's not a doctor. Marianne, I thank you. Marianne, you're not a doctor.
Yeah.
Please.
You
I'm
regret not having
contagious.
kids?
What?
Do you regret not having kids?
Yes, but it was unfortunate because of my illness.
You couldn't do it.
Well, I would have had to.
Adopt.
Pay other people.
Right.
Not all that. If I couldn't do it myself. Yes, I do.
Carol,
I have a wonderful nephew.
Carol, the book is called
Up All Night.
Up All Night, My Life and Times in Rock Radio.
Yes.
It's in stores now. I wish you a lot of luck with the book,
Thank you. And it was a gift that was given to me, an opportunity. And
normally I would tongue kiss you goodbye, but this time I'm not, only because of the whooping cough thing.
Don't worry.
All right. As long as you...
fella, don't worry.
All right, I will not get it. All
no,
right.
you're not getting it.
All right. Anyway, listen, Carol's been around. She's done it all.
Sort of.
And then some.
And not all of it.
And she's banged a lot of guys who very impressive list.
What they think they are.
Well, I'm impressed.
You are more impressive than they are.
Did you ever go in the studio with Aerosmith and watch them record?
That's the more fun part. Yes.
You did?
I've been in
What song did you see them record?
Oh, I saw them doing the Draw the Line album.
No kidding.
No, see that if you read the book. I've been in the studio with Bruce Springsteen, Tom Petty, Stevie Nicks.
No kidding.
See, that's the interesting part.
What did you see Springsteen do?
I saw him doing, working with Graham Parker. I saw him the end of the Darkness album.
Did Springsteen bang you too?
No.
Did he just let you in the studio to hang out while he recorded?
I was the first person who played his record in New York. If you read the book, by default in 1973, because I was working in Philly. He was a local guy down there.
Right.
We played the record. Andy W. wasn't playing it because they were having a fight with his manager. I got a job, and I played it because I didn't know they were having a fight.
Oh, so no wonder he had you in the studio. You were a friend.
I've been friendly with him and them.
He never tried to get in your pants?
He was going out with somebody else.
Yeah, but he tried. Stop it.
No. I'll tell you something. I was interested in the music and.
Right.
I'm serious.
Well, they were interested in getting in your pants.
Well,
all right, listen.
Everybody's interested in everybody else's pants.
Listen, Carol, it's great. Great to have you here. I will read the book. Carol Miller, if I could read, I'd read the book. And,
you have a book.
You got pictures in there?
Yeah.
Of course. Any of you nude?
No, and there's never been one.
What a shame. All right. Carol Miller, Up All Night. Get the book. Thanks for coming in.
One thing.
Yeah.
5% of the royalties on the book are going to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation.
All right.
So there's a charity aspect, so that please.
That's very nice.
Thank you.
Now, you see what happens when Steven Tyler has sex with you? This is what you end up sounding like. Oh, this really wasn't whooping cough. Just fucks the voice out of you. That big cock of his. Right, Carol? Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
We'll be back right after these words. Thanks, Carol. Listen.
Yeah, you're
not get whooping cough.
No, you're not getting sick, Howard.
I'm a sick boy.
Howard, I know how you feel, but.
Well, you're amazing.
No, this has been going on for. I got it. It was like a month ago, and all I have is the residual.
No, I know. It's a pain in the ass to get rid of.
And you know how I got it?
I think
it was in these studios. Somewhere here in Sirius XM had it.
Wow.
And they didn't tell anybody, and that's irresponsible.
Right.
So people with low immune systems, I was right there, picked it up.
Yeah, they get fucked up. Well, anyway, you're terrific, and I appreciate you making the effort and coming in, even though you're not 100%.
Yeah, because something.
Very nice.
I pushed it off, and
No.
whatever. And Congratulations. I haven't seen you since your marriage.
Oh, thank you.
And that party you had, it was wonderful.
Thanks.
And you look...
Thanks. And you're wonderful, really. And
your parents
congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I take a quick picture?
Sure. Your parents okay?
Yeah.
I see them on the show.
They're hanging in there. Let's put it that way.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. It's great. It's really...
You should read about my father in the book. Piece of work.
Yeah.
Read it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you had a very successful father who was worried about you, and...
Yeah, but he had a mouth. He was your biggest fan.
Really?
He would go, "Oh, Howard, I have to... Those girls, I have to go see it now. What time is it?"
The girls.
What are the odds?
The girls.
We all get two parents. What are the odds that any of us could get two normal ones?
One more. One, two, three.
You know what I mean?
Thank you so much.
Especially to you.
Oh,
no, what I'm saying to anybody.
My father, it's in the book. You read it. Hi.
Carol, you made it through.
I made it through.
You're a trooper.
Well, that's what I do. I may sound a little weird, but hi, Lisa. How you doing?
Good. Great. You did a great job.
I'm sorry that I sound like this, but you know something? Who cares? It's funny. If you can't laugh, then you can't laugh,
Unbelievable times. I mean, these stories, you've lived the life that people can only dream of. I mean, all the people that have listened to you on the radio are dreaming about living.
I think that I took them in stride, because I knew it wasn't real. Do you know what I mean?
This was this artificial life that you were exposed to?
Yeah, because I knew it was fun, but you don't go on like that, I mean, I was in hotel rooms where people were trashing things and ruining I mean, people don't do that. You're not supposed to do that, But I didn't participate in it, so I knew that wasn't the real world, but I saw it.
You were there to observe, and you knew where reality started and stopped.
Yeah.
Well, Carol, good luck with your book. It sounds like an unbelievably interesting tale. So.
Well, thank you, and once again, I'm very honored that I got a chance to write it, and there is a 5% donation, I'm making from every royalty to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. So
that's awesome. That's something.
If you get it, you're doing a mitzvah.
Awesome. Thanks, Carol.
Thank you so much.
Oh. Anybody else feel whooping cough coming on? I feel it.
I got it.
You got it too, right?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. 5 feet from her the whole time in the hallway.
Were you? You're feeling it, right?
I hope not.
I feel it coming on. So funny.
Hey, it was a nice run we had.
What?
I had a nice run here.
Hey, same. Good man.
Hey now. Hey, here, a fellow radio person, Carol Miller is here. She works at Sirius, and she's still on Q104, I think, in New York. And she's had a spectacular radio career, and I love talking radio. She wrote a book called Up All Night, My Life and Times in Rock Radio. And what a charmed career. Ah, there you are. Hi.
A charmed career, you call it.
Oh, a charmed career, if ever there was one, and I'll tell you why. How are you?
Outside of whooping cough.
Oh, you have whooping cough?
No, wait, but yes.
Do me a favor. Don't be in here. I can't get that.
You can't because I'm not contagious anymore. But I swear.
Go sit in that booth. I swear to God.
Don't worry about it. I'm begging you. Don't worry about it.
You're begging me. I'm scared. I'm so afraid of germs.
I know. So am I.
You have whooping cough?
Let me tell you something. You know whose fault it is?
I feel like I'm getting it already.
Wait, let me put this in.
Don't come near me.
No, don't worry about
it. Please, I don't want to get sick.
You're not going to get...
All right, sit back far on the couch.
All right, here.
And you sound like you have whooping cough.
Yeah, I know I don't sound right, but something you can make fun of me. I don't care. I'm here.
John, you're on the air. Hi, John.
Hey now.
Hey now, John in Dallas.
Hey Howard, you gotta just listen to this. This is off the WebMD on the whooping cough. It says, when an infected person sneezes or coughs, tiny droplets containing the bacteria move through the air.
Oh no! Don't read this.
And the disease is easily spread from person to person.
Oh my God.
Dude, you better go to the fucking ER right now, man.
Oh my God, Robin.
She said she had been on antibiotics for 2 weeks.
Yeah. So what?
That
doesn't mean they worked.
No.
She did cough at the end.
What does it say?
It also says that antibiotics sometimes may help prevent some spread of the disease. It's not a 100% deal. It says
it's not 100%.
No, it may help some spread of the disease.
Oh my God!
What's she doing now? She's like Typhoid Mary.
I know. I mean, I just got to say something. I love Carol. I admire her career, and I was looking forward to the interview. But
yes,
first of all, if your voice is shot, just tell Gary and say, "Listen, I'll reschedule." I mean, I know she had rescheduled once, and I would have waited another 2 weeks till her voice was back. Number one. Number two, I'm such a paranoid as it is. But I know. I mean, well, who's next? Gary, bring in Gilbert Gottfried with leprosy, so I can see if I can survive that. I swear to God. I mean,
So what happens now when she shows up like that? Did you know she was sick before she came into the studio?
No, Gary. Gary's such a fuck.
Oh no!
No, you should have got. You know what, Gary? You should have said. Carol. This. You know what? You are a fuck. I'm going to tell you why, and I want to make this clear. You really kind of are. It just dawned on me. I got to tell you why you're not a friend, and you're not a good guy, and you're not my producer anymore. Because when you see somebody walk in that condition, they have no voice. You turn to them. So I'm not the bad guy. You say, Carol, look, I'm gonna make a decision here. I'm listening to you talk. Your voice is shot. You've just gotten over whooping cough. I'm guaranteeing you a slot on this show. Howard wants to interview you, but I'm going to say Howard is a guy. I know he's afraid of germs, as it is. Healthy people walk in here and I don't even want to fucking see him. So go home. I'm not putting you on the show, and then that's it. Who wouldn't do that?
I've never sent a guest home in the history of the show.
But you could have.
But you would be like, it's easy to say now that you saw it. Plus, I told you during the break, and you could have said to me, just send her home.
I had no idea.
But I told you.
God, you said she came in and her voice was a little fucked up.
No, I said it was a lot fucked up. I said she sounded really bad. And
you said it. I said, so I guess I'm going to have her on. I'm not out there to evaluate. All I'm saying is you can take over. You're the producer of the show. You always leave everything up to me.
Because you want to do that.
How many discussions have we had? I say, Gary, you can run things. You're the executive producer of the Howard Stern Show. If you see somebody out, this is for the future, okay? Because now that I'm dying, because now that I got to go be in the hospital for a month with whooping cough.
You know the difficulty of turning a guest away, and I will do it.
Gary, it's difficult. I know the difficulty. That's why I have a producer. If I could do it, I wouldn't have you. You're here to do the things I can't. I mean, this is the same as when I was single and I wanted to fuck girls, and I just said, Gary, get me the phone number of these girls. I'm not your fucking
pimp.
Yeah, you're not my pimp, but you're my producer. You can get me a phone number.
Don't yell at me to do stuff that's on a personal level.
Okay, fine. You don't want to talk about that? Then at least when you see a guest come in here and they got whooping cough, you can say to them, it's fine to leave.
Well, I don't know whooping cough. She said I was getting over being sick.
If you hear somebody with their voice in bad condition, you can dismiss them and say, look, I'm making a call here. I'm not consulting Howard on this.
Hey, Howard?
Hold it. Jay Thomas just came in. He has a touch of E. coli. Gary says it's okay.
Hey, Howard?
First of all, I got to tell you something. And Gary, this is the truth. You didn't say she sounded awful. You didn't say she sounded bad. You said she doesn't sound that bad.
No, she doesn't sound that good.
No.
And you said,
Will Murray just wrote me a note and corrects you. He listened. This is not coming from me.
You said, is it noticeable? And I said, yes.
She doesn't sound that bad, you said. Now, based on that, I made the call. Listen, I'm giving you the power. Protect me. I'm your boss. I told you, Gary, I'm out of here in 3 years. You're going to have no job, despite you think you're going to be working on the Kelly Ripa show or something like that.
Well, I'll be working somewhere. Whether it's up to your
we'll see.
Whether it's up to your gold standard is fine. But no matter what, I'm going to work
somewhere.
somewhere.
Best year was $160,000.
Howard, when you leave
as an announcer,
when you leave, everybody's going to work somewhere.
The reason, but here's the thing: everyone can blame you for me leaving, because if you don't protect me, if you don't make this job easy for me, I'm telling you, this is everybody's responsibility. Everyone listening to me who works on this show, Benji, Fred, those two maniacs in the back room. All of you.
Hey, I know.
Excuse me, John.
I'm sorry.
I'm giving someone a reaming. Don't interrupt me.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Protect me. David Letterman wouldn't be interviewing somebody with whooping cough. The reason they protect him, they know if Dave retires, they're all out of work. Now, it's true. You might get a better job than this.
That's not my thought.
You might.
My job, I'm here.
But I'm saying,
I'm in this moment.
If it's easy for me, if I got people thinking with me, like like their life depends on it, it becomes easy for me to work here. Then I go, and then someone like Mel or somebody says to me, you want to sign up for another couple of years? Yeah, it was pleasant. Well, now all I'll think about is I don't want whooping cough.
Well, this is all I'm going to say, and I apologize. But this is what I'm going to say. There's definitely been
next time someone comes with whooping cough, what are you going to do?
There's definitely been a shift in the way we're thinking, and I'm still thinking the old way. And it's and I wouldn't think I would
never thought of you any other way than a competent.
But you might say, why would you turn a guest away?
Because they have whooping cough, and I would have sat there. I would have blown you. I would have said, this guy, I would have blown you. I would have pulled your pants off and sucked on your disgusting cock. Because I'd say, there's a guy who thinks of me, who cares about my health. And, oh, by the way, Robin, I didn't tell you this. Next week, a guy's coming in with the Black Plague. And we're going to see if I survive that. I mean, come on. Look out for me a little. I know I'm a dick. I know I'm a shit, but at least I'm the guy who puts food on your table.
I don't think you're a dick or a shit.
Keep me healthy. I'm out for whooping cough. That's it. I'm out of here. I'm not coming back.
But why would you put those words in my mouth that I think you're a dick or a shit?
Because you must. Why would somebody expose me to the whooping cough, which John tells me is the most dangerous fucking disease? Bigfoot, too. What do you got?
Who is John?
There? John is a listener from Dallas.
No, I'm just saying, what's his medical expertise?
He's reading from a thing he just found on the internet. Yeah, what do you think? It's lying?
Well, I'm just saying, you just told Sal to never use the internet for medical advice.
Because Sal can't read. He's an idiot.
I'm not saying John's wrong or right. I'm just saying John's not the...
John, where'd you get your information from?
It is WebMD, the National Institute of Health.
Thank you.
Well, there you go.
WebMD.
Oh, and Howard, but the good thing about it, it says... You've got a good week and a half because it says it takes 10 to 12 days before you really notice any symptoms.
Oh, Lord.
Fix the my scabies.
Wait, what is that, Bigfoot Jr.? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I'm too upset. What?
Fix the my scabies right now seem wheezing and feverish. I think they might have caught it.
Hey, Gary, don't bother applying to the CDC after this next 3 years because...
Fred, am I out of line here? I mean, for God's sakes. I mean, protect me a little, right?
I don't know who knew what. If I knew someone had whooping cough, I'd say maybe
if
don't
somebody
come in.
even doesn't have a voice to talk, it is radio. So Gary's in charge.
Yeah, that's
of
one of
these
things. I don't think you decide on the moment. I think you decide a couple of days in advance. It's like I think their voice is really sucky.
But I don't know that a couple of days in advance.
I feel something in my chest. Robin, I'm not kidding.
If I knew this a couple of days in advance, I would have said something.
Oh, no. He's already developed a cough.
And you know what? Then I'm out for a month, and then the company looks at me cross-eyed like I'm trying to put one over on them. And I'll be in here with fucking whooping cough.
But let me ask you something. When she walked in, was there a moment you said, I should send her away?
For me?
For Howard.
For me? Yeah, the second she sat down.
Yeah, because now you're confronting her.
I think
every moment we were here, I could barely
concentrate. Said whooping cough.
When I hear whooping cough, I'm do me a favor. That new TV show of you on Nerdist, review whooping cough. Learn about it. give you a review. Because
you could have stopped it and said, you know what, Carol, walk out.
No, it was too late. The drums are already here.
I don't think you could do.
And it's really embarrassing.
Yeah.
I can't do the embarrassing stuff. That's Gary's job. What do I need him for if I could do all that?
Well, true, but you have to think of your own health.
I know. I sacrificed myself like Jesus on the cross today for the audience. Listen to John's phone.
I know. We're sticking with it.
Well, he's got medical information.
He's our authority.
Yeah. No, we just confirmed John's whooping cough facts on a government website. It's the truth. The guy's not making it up. I do feel a slight aggravation in my chest now. A tightening of the chest. The first sign of whooping cough. Seriously, Gary, I've told you, you've got the power to do whatever it is you want. I'm not kidding. Somebody out there isn't doing their job, fire them. It's your call. You're the producer. Makes my life so much easier when you take over.
I mean, why? I'm sitting here thinking now, why would we take Carol's
Robert,
word?
that's the key words. You're sitting here thinking now.
Why would we take Carol's word that she's not contagious?
Don't worry, you won't get it. Is that a written? Did that come with a written guarantee? Oh, Robin. Oh, am I in for a day? I'm going to walk around with my whooping cough. I hope I survive it.
The beautiful thing is that you're a healthy person with a strong immune system.
I know.
So you'll be fine.
Thanks, Robin. Oh, if only you were here to cradle me.
Ophelia.
Because the whole time I was like, this isn't even good for her. Because she sounds terrible.
Of course. Yes, Marianne.
Oh, my God. Gary, you know I love you, and I felt so bad all week for you. You fucking dropped the ball. First of all, her voice was like my voice, horrible. Second of all, everybody knows 25 years ago isn't what you're going to do now for the show. And whooping cough, you don't have to go on the computer. It's been, over the last 2 years, one of the biggest diseases that's so catchy. Howard, you have to go to the doctor.
I'm going to go. By the way, thank God I have a doctor's appointment today. My yearly physical. I'm going to be treated for whooping cough today.
It's very, very catchy, and I don't care how much antibiotics she had. And she also, Gary, sounded terrible. Didn't you pick up on that?
No.
Yes, I did.
No, he said not that bad to me.
Oh, come on.
I mean, people didn't really hear Carol Miller today.
No, Carol has a beautiful voice, by the way. Hey, can you get Carrot Top on the show? I hear he has cholera. Maybe we could get rid of me that way. You must hate me. You must hate me, Gary.
That's such a terrible thing to say.
I think you do. I think you proved it today. You want me to have whooping cough.
You're an evil, evil person. You really have some fucked up thoughts in your head.
Yes, I do.
I mean,
you should
you really think
that by now.
You really think I hate you?
Yes.
Come on, let's be honest.
Yes, you hate me.
That's a terrible thing to say.
It's your revenge because I don't like your show.
Oh, please.
That's it. You got me back good, though. I'll tell you that.
So
you gave me the shiv.
So the thought is that my crummy little show I do on the side is more important than my career.
Yeah. I think you smell big things.
I don't think like that.
I think you're hoping Nerdist becomes the biggest channel on the internet.
I don't think it's going to take over the house.
I hope for you it does.
It's not.
Well, you got me good. Bigfoot Jr., thank God you're here. You seem healthy.
Did she say she'd be signing copies of her book at the Red Cross Respiratory Clinic it is?
Yeah, I mean, she's got to wear a mask for that signing. I mean, come on. But Gary, please, if you see something like that going on, don't leave it up to me. Just say, hey, I made a decision, boss. You know me, I got no problem killing an hour. I could kill 10 hours. You're empowered. I don't know how else to say it to you. You're my guy. I depend on you. Keep me healthy. Keep me whole. Keep me sane. Hey, look at this. Anthony from Opie and Anthony missed 2 weeks of work with whooping cough.
What?
It's going around here like a fucking...
No, she's saying that's where she got it.
She's saying she got it from him?
That's what she said.
Really?
Yeah, she
all
said
I know is I'm going to get it. And I know I'm going to get it. I'm rushing to the doctor today. Look, you have the power. I've told you that. This is your show. As much as it is mine. Forget that it's called the Howard Stern Show. I'm changing the name of the show. You ready for the new name? The Gary Dell'Abate Show.
I don't want that to be.
No, that's what it's called.
Nobody's listening to that.
We're going to call it, they call me Baba Booey.
Nobody's listening.
Can we use that name, or does Nerdist own that?
No, you don't want that name.
All right. The same as your book. It's going to be your book, your internet show, and your radio show now are called They Call Me Baba Booey.
It's called Quivers
It's
Alive.
your show now. It's just your show. Don't be afraid to take that name of the show. This is the Gary Dell'Abate. I want all the jingles, everything changed. You hear that, Bigfoot Jr.?
Oddly, I don't. I know it seems like
you glad you're here today, Bigfoot Jr.? You might have whooping cough.
I had it once, but I cured it with the good shit it is.
You shit out the whooping cough? Wow. Well, I don't know if I'll be that lucky. I'm cursed. I was cursed the day I met you, Gary.
Well, it's been a long curse. What are you laughing at, Bigfoot?
Listen to this. The building won't let Anthony in until he has a doctor's note.
Is he out? Is he still out? Or is that a period of time?
Yeah, I don't know, but you could see the guy suffering with it, and now I got to suffer with it. Whooping cough. I didn't even know I could get that.
Wait, but if the building won't let Anthony in, then why are they letting Carol in?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on around here, but now I'm exposed. And by the way, just for the record, to tell you I'm not crazy, here is the actual tape of you telling me about Carol Miller's voice.
So is it distracting to talk to them?
A little bit.
A tiny bit.
You know, it's like it's
a little bit, a tiny bit. Well, hold on, let's stop right there for a second, if you don't mind. A little bit, a tiny bit.
All right, keep going.
Oh, all right.
Maybe that's it, but maybe it makes it worse for me. Maybe not. Let's hear it.
To the audience that she's a chick with a hot voice because that hot voice is not there. That's her tool.
I don't know what that means, but believe me, I zone out when he talks anyway. But a little bit, you know, look, you make the call. You're my man. It's the Gary Dell'Abate Show. It's no longer the Howard Stern Show. I'm giving it over to you, the name. It's a huge thing for me to do.
I take the responsibility.
If anyone calls it the Howard Stern Show, they're fired.
I take the responsibility.
Take that sign down. It's now the Gary Dell'Abate Show.
I don't want it.
And now that it's the Gary Dell'Abate Show, I think you'll think of it.
It doesn't change my thinking. I don't want the name.
Well, you've got it. You've just been handed what I consider the most precious thing in the world, the Howard Stern Show name.
So you're changing that sign back there?
There's not enough room.
Wait, hey, this is wild. George Clooney's on the phone. Hello, George.
Gary! Damn it. Can I come in to meet Howard?
Gary, now...
I'm fine.
This is George Clooney, one of the biggest stars in the world, wants to come in and meet me. What do you say to him?
George, you're going to have to wait till you feel better.
I feel great. Did you hear me? You're a good producer. You know what you're talking about.
All right, thank you, Mr. Clooney. Gary says it's okay for you to come in.
Of course.
How soon can you get here?
I'll be here in 5 minutes.
5 minutes, all right. All right, he's going to be up here in 5 minutes. Now I'm getting a note. Ronnie warned Gary about how sick Carol Miller was before she came in the compound.
Yeah, he said he said she doesn't sound good. She's sick.
Yeah. To you, that signals Howard is not going to be pleased. And then you evaluate her voice and her illness, and then you can you make the decision from now on. I'm empowering you. Does everyone hear this? Bigfoot, you hear what I'm saying? I mean, if you understand this...
What?
I'm saying if you understand this, everyone will understand, but I don't even know that you understand it.
Well, lucky for me, I can't get the whooping cough it is because I already got the smallpox and it prevents it.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, cancels it out.
Oh, my goodness. He had small.
He's a doctor. Wow, I want to go home, Robin. I'm beaten, man. My guy, Gary. You know who you remind me of? Joe Paterno. The great Joe Paterno. He doesn't see anything. He doesn't hear anything. Nothing's wrong. Goes on and on.
I thought you were going to say a great man who made one mistake.
Oh, no. You've made many mistakes.
No.
Look, let me just say this. I love you, but can you love me back a little? Just a little.
You know I do.
I don't believe it.
I know. That makes me sad.
I know. Makes me sad. Because I thought after all these years maybe you care about me.
But somebody makes a mistake and it's unequivocally they hate you. That's how you think.
Would you pretend you're my mother and you're taking care of your son? Help me.
Your mother or a
my
mother?
mother would protect me. Well, actually, she wouldn't. She threw me in
You think she would have let Carol in?
All right, pretend you're not my mother. Pretend you're
a mother.
Who is somebody who would protect me?
Mother Teresa.
I guess I don't have anyone like that.
I wouldn't have let her in.
Thank you.
Just
Where
because
are
she
you?
doesn't sound good.
You know, you should have Robin be your mother because she knows everything.
She does.
After the fact.
No.
You don't know that.
I'm still sitting here saying to myself, you know, like what I do, Gary, is listen. And I'm listening and going, can she actually make a connection with the audience with that voice?
You know, I'm sure Letterman or Leno or Kimmel's producer would say, hey, you know, listen, you don't have a voice. You know, they got to make that call. You can make the call. Yes, Sheila, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Whooping cough is very contagious, and I'm your age, and I had it when I was 2. I nearly died. I was in the hospital forever, and I'm not so sure you do have a defense to it.
You almost died from it.
With your doctor.
You almost died from
I was in the hospital for like 2 months. I mean, I was very young, but it's very dangerous, and I'm your age, so I'm not so sure you have an immunization to that.
Thank you.
See, I wouldn't let that woman on with that voice.
You can be sure my mother didn't immunize me.
Oh, come on.
These doctors, they'll kill you. You're not getting
You had the polio vaccine.
I have
you remember
polio.
taking the... Oh, stop it.
I wouldn't be surprised I didn't get vaccinated.
Oh, my goodness. Don't you remember taking the sugar cube?
In college, I do. Listen, my mother took me to a dentist for my entire life. I got no Novocaine. Every single fucking filling in my mouth is...
I know that.
Drilled into the nerve.
But
You think she knew to get me a fucking shot for the whooping cough?
They always made you show up for these shots. And
You're
they
not
showed
going.
you...
They'll kill you, those doctors. And Novocaine will kill you. You take an aspirin. Don't even take an aspirin. Doug Goodstein,
Let's talk to her.
Doug
to see if
Goodstein
she-
had whooping cough. He was contacted by the CDC.
Wow.
This is no joke.
Well,
Right,
let's call your mother and see if you actually got the original shot.
She wouldn't know.
She's got to remember.
Bigfoot, I'm freaking out over here. Bigfoot Jr.
Will someone bring me toilet paper? It is. I just had an accident.
Does anyone have toilet paper? He's not kidding. His whole pants are loaded down. He's got a full metal jacket. Gary, please protect me. Are you sad over there?
Yes.
Are you crying?
No.
It looks like you're about to.
No, I'm not going to cry.
Look, just love me a little bit. That's all. You don't have to love me a lot. Just care about me. Why don't you cry about this? You should.
You're a really...
I thought you cared.
An unbelievably cruel person.
No, I'm not.
And you think that...
I help you. I'm helping you to be a better producer for your next job when I leave.
You think that being cruel to people is somehow making them... It's so funny because you played... Can I just say something? A couple of weeks ago,
right?
You played a baseball manager, yelling at the players. And I laughed.
You know they went out and won after that?
No, I laughed because you were sitting here and you're playing it and you go, my God, who thinks people respond to this? You said that on the air.
Gary, I've tried everything with you.
No, I'm just saying.
tried nice. I've tried. I've for the last couple of months, I've put my arm around you and said, Gary, I've empowered you. You're my guy. You make the decisions. I don't know. I've tried nice. I've tried angry. I've tried everything. But I got news for you. I helped you today, and I'll tell you why. See, I love you. You don't love me back.
Not true.
And I'll tell you how I helped you. If I do leave, which I'm going to leave, and your next job, I don't care what it is, someone walks in with whooping cough, you're going to know. My boss, you're going to associate what you're going to. My boss didn't like whooping cough. I'm going to say they can't come in. You're going to do it. You'll see. And you're going to thank me for this excellent lecture I've given you in this endless lecturing series that I've done for you. You are the beneficiary of all my wisdom. You'll protect Imus very well. He will not die of whooping cough.
I can unequivocally now.
No.
My family were fucking destitute on the street. I would not work for him.
We'll
unequivocally.
See. You might be destitute on the street.
He'll be dead by the time you retire.
No, he won't have whooping cough. His producer turned Carol Miller away.
You're going short.
That's right. I know you don't give a shit about me. You made that clear. But I'm going to tell you something. I care about you.